Welcome to the main event. Hit that like button on the way in. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're about to talk about it. What happened? Went down on Raw tonight. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Appreciate the one that catching the playback. While the world in the house. So. Yeah, man. Late tonight. I had to interview King Al from Dr. Sugar's coming. We late tonight, but we here. We back. Yes, sir. We back. We in here. Welcome to the main event. Welcome to the main event. I be your host, Main Event Fro. We're about to talk about what went down on Raw. A lot of things went down. It was good. It was good. A lot of storytelling, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm hyped for SummerSlam. You know what I'm saying? SummerSlam don't disappoint me like Money in the Bank. So, with no further ado, I'm going to hit y'all with the intro so we can dive right into it.
Welcome to Dom. I think I know what you were trying to do. Welcome to the main event.
So Monday Night Raw kicks off with Rhea Ripley. She's back. Mommy is home. You know what I'm saying? And she calls out Liv Morgan so she can end Liv Morgan's revenge tour. You know what I'm saying? She want to challenge her for that title, but Dawn comes out, try to apologize. Rhea Ripley just ignoring Dawn, just ignoring Liv, pops up on the Titantron. She's saying how it was just a gimmick just to try to take from Rhea Ripley, but she ended up liking Dawn for real. So yeah. She's still into Dawn. Rhea Ripley ignores Dawn. Like, this segment took up a whole lot. So we just gonna go through the whole fucking Judgment Day segment. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I should have numbered it. So after she challenges Liv for her title, then we get a backstage moment where Dawn continues to apologize to Rhea. She slams the door in his face. Then Priest pulled up and he was laughing. He was laughing at Dawn like, I seen this coming, boy. I knew it was coming. You should have been listening to me. Should have stopped messing with Liv Morgan. So Dom is kind of upset that Damian Priest didn't warn him. Jey Uso pulled up. He like, oh, so I heard Rhea Ripley is single and ready to mingle. So Jey Uso wants to holler at Rhea Ripley. And Damian Priest like, you gonna let him talk about mommy like that? You know, you ain't gonna hold up for it. Dawn like a little kid. Damian Priest instigating. He being a big ass instigator, boosting up Dom's head right now, just playing with Dom. You know what I'm saying? So Dom go to Adam Pearce to get a chance to get a match with Jey Uso. And Damian Priest just chucking and laughing his ass off, right? So we get another segment with Damian Dawn talking to Priest about Rhea coming back. Okay, I just talked about that shit. I'm out of spot. What's another segment? We're trying to get the Judgment Day segments out of the way. Finn and JD were talking to Rhea Ripley about Liv Morgan, and then Dom shows up to say he's taking up for Rhea Ripley. I challenge Jey Uso. She like, why you do that? He said, well, I go cancel the challenge. I go cancel it. She like, oh, so now you scared to fight? And then he was like, no, I'm just trying to let everybody know that you still mine. You still my mom. She like, it's yours. I belong to nobody. So there we go. We plant the seeds. Rhea Ripley said she belongs to nobody, which means she breaking up with Dom, and Dom is gonna help Liv Morgan defeat Rhea Ripley. I'm telling you, like, so we get Dirty Dom versus Jey Uso. Liv comes out to support Dom, then Rhea chases off Liv Morgan. Dom jump back in the ring. She tell him to finish it off. He loses. He get hit with the spear and the Uso splash, and Dom loses the match. Jey Uso wins. And, yeah, that's when the breakup happened. So no more Dom and Rhea, no more Mommy, no more Poppy. All that is over with, and it look like Dom is gonna be helping Liv Morgan, and they're gonna be formed now. I'll talk about the Judgment Day story in another video. So just make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit that like button. Man, hit that like button. All you gotta do is push it.
The button. Come on, push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push the button. Yeah.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
Yeah. Hit the like button. So we got all the Dirty Dom and Rhea Ripley stuff out the way. Let's carry on with the rest of the show. Sheamus versus Bronson Reed, where Sheamus defeated Bronson Reed one-on-one, straight match. Bronson Reed about to attack Sheamus from behind. Pete Dunne attacks Bronson, then rolls out the ring. Sheamus turned it back. Pete Dunne attacked Sheamus, which Pete Dunne turned heel. Yeah, yes, heel Pete Dunne. We got him. This is Pete Dunne time to shine. This is time to shine. Let's get it. Kaiser, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Come on. You know what I'm saying? But Kaiser injured, but Pete Dunne is just as well as good. So we get Sami Zayn talking to Dragon out backstage, and they have a good little conversation about challenging each other. Selena gets interviewed right about Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan situation. Then Sonya pulls up with Zoe Starks and Shayna Baszler, and Zelina challenges Sonya Deville to a match. So we get Sonya Deville versus Zelina Vega. Sonya picks up a quick win. A devastating move by Shayna Baszler when she bent Zelina's arm on the side of the thing and kicked it. Devastating move. Sonya Deville picks up the win. They attack Zelina after the match, and a party girl comes out to help. So we getting this. We might get a 3-on-3 next week. You know what I'm saying? We get Adam Pearce talking to the refs backstage, and Chad Gable shows up and say he's calling out Bo Dallas. Did you know Bo Dallas was Uncle Howdy? Did you know that? Huh? Chad Gable, did you write that shit or did you freestyle that shit?
Wait. Hold on. Your imagination.
Did you write that shit, my nigga, or did you freestyle this shit?
My nigga, record this shit the way I want it.
No. Chad Gable, did you write that shit or did you bro? Did you know Bo Dallas is Uncle Howdy? Let's go, man. Let's go. We get Priest and Gunther in a face-off, which was a good promo. Damian Priest doing better. He's getting better at his promos. It could have been better because Gunther buried this guy in the promo. Like, he really buried the guy. Hell, I felt offended because I'm at the bottom. I'm coming from the bottom, grinding to the top. So, yeah, I got offended. So I'm like, Priest, you got to come back a little bit harder than that. But overall, it was okay. I think it could have been. I think it could have been better. Like Damian Priest should have did more devastating face expressions. You know what I'm saying? But overall, it was okay. Braun Strowman comes out for a match with Damian Priest, but in between time, Braun Breaker got kicked out the arena. So we get Braun Strowman versus Damian Priest, which Damian Priest picks up a win over Braun Strowman. Gunther comes out, they fight, and I think they did this to see how the crowd was going to react. The crowd was a little low level tonight, so they reacted, but it wasn't the pops that we was looking for. So Chad Gable pulls up on the old crew talking and heard them talking about helping somebody. So he's like, yeah, y'all gonna help me against the Wyatts? They're like, no, we ain't talking about you. We talking about Xavier Woods against the Final Destination, the Final Testament. The Final Destination. They should have called themselves the Final Destination because their destination might be final up out this motherfucker. They don't pick up some wins and gain the crowd attention. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they ditched Chad Gable. We get the Party Girl versus Shayna Baszler. So it starts, which was an awesome match. I liked it. This match, the Party Girls were pulling out awesome moves. Like they were doing, the bat flip. When Katana Chance did the bat flip and landed on Shayna with her knees, oh man, I don't think I ever seen that before, but that was a nice move, right? But overall, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks picks up the win. We get Adam Pearce calling Drew McIntyre down to the ring to address the situation with CM Punk, and he wants Drew McIntyre, before he get his match with CM Punk, apologize to the referees. Drew says, nope, I'm not apologizing to people who done been screwing me all year round. They've been letting CM Punk get away with this and get away with, no, I'm not. And Adam Pearce, you deserve when I elbowed you in the goddamn head. You deserve that. You know what I mean? Huh? Yeah, you deserve that. Yeah, and more. So Drew McIntyre ends up attacking the refs. He get in Adam Pearce's face. Seth Rollins comes out, attack Drew. Now we got the feud with Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins. Now we done inserted Seth Rollins in here inside the situation for real, for real. First, Drew really didn't have no problem with Seth Rollins. Now there's a problem. Now there's a big problem. So let's see how they settle their differences. Let's see. 3 ways here, 3 ways there. This person interfering in the match. We just ain't gonna get CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre 1-on-1. It don't look like it. We get a clip with Pat McAfee on his show. He was golfing and he ran into a box from the Wyatts. They played the tape, and Eric Rollins was getting interviewed this time by Uncle Howdy. And it was a nice interview, nice setup, nice perspective of the video project. All right, we got Chad Gable coming out to call out Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas comes out, and we finally get it. We finally get the Creed brothers attacking Bo Dallas on the way down. Drag him to the ring. The beat down on Bo Dallas. He's laughing. Chad don't like to laugh and suplex. Bo Dallas still laughing. So the Creed brothers finally connected, clicked up with Chad Gable, and they finally out here, man. They out here for they trying to take down the whole roster, man. They out here trying to take down the Wyatts together, man. So the smoke, the fog comes out, covers up the ring. Bo Dallas still laughing. The Wyatt 6 comes out. Chad Gable disappears. The Creed brothers looking back like, where he go, and decides to disappear too. The Wyatt family sits into the ring with the lit up lantern, and Bo Dallas does the Bray Wyatt family thing, spread out his arms. We're here. Now, my take on this segment. The segment was good. It was okay, but it was damn. The segment was good, but Bo Dallas is out of place. Bo Dallas, this is not Bo Dallas' part. This is Bray Wyatt part, and he is stuck playing Bray Wyatt's part when his part was really Uncle Howdy. And Uncle Howdy, Bray Wyatt is the character that gets beat up and laugh and ha, you know what I'm saying? Bray Wyatt, Bo Dallas, he does it, but now if this was my first time seeing this type of stuff, I like it. But since I know how Bray Wyatt does it, it's like Bo Dallas can't. he can't compare to his brother doing this shit. Now, not to say the segment was bad, but it's like I can only visualize Bray Wyatt doing this shit. Like I can see Bray Wyatt doing it, and when I'm looking at Bo Dallas doing, like, Bo Dallas is Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy is the comedian character of the group. You know what I'm saying? He walks out, he flicking his wrist, he got that smooth ass walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't the scary character, he that funny scary character. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the comedian of the group. Bray Wyatt was the sick person of the group. You know what I'm saying? So Bo Dallas being forced to play his brother part is kind of, I got to grow into it. It got to grow on me. I like it, but it still got to grow on me, right? Sami Zayn versus Dragunov was a hard-hitting match. These guys took it to each other like Dragunov. All Dragunov matches, man, he made people just look outstanding, right? Because the Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn was like meh. Dragunov versus Sami Zayn, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? And the haluva kick to Dragunov while he was on the side of the ring, just straight smash him in his mother. Sami Zayn was even surprised with that shit. Like, he's surprised how Dragunov sold it. You can look at Sami's face like, damn, he took a direct boot to the face. Like, Dragunov is the motherfucking guy who takes this punishment. He love it, and he don't mind taking it and making the shit look awesome. But Braun Breaker ends up making his way back into the goddamn arena, slides his way around the goddamn and do the shit, man. Like, this is every week. This is every week. And now kind of oh my God. Oh, this is every week, bro. They do Braun Breaker with the overhead camera. He runs around the ring to do a spear. The shit is like, okay, this is, y'all been doing this shit like 2 months straight. 2 fucking months straight. Chill the fuck out with the running around the ring with the fucking spear. And then when he speared Dragunov is it. He just took a haluva kick straight to the goddamn face. He cannot fucking think right now. Braun Breaker hit him with the spear. This motherfucker fell to his knees before Braun Breaker hit him with the goddamn spear. The crowd goes wild. Like, that was a fucked up licking ass spear. Why is they keep doing this shit? This shit need to be like for special moments. Every fucking week is not a special moment to do this shit. Come on now. Let's go. God damn it. But yeah, man, shit. The shit is wild, man. It got me kind of like hating the shit now. Like, I was loving it at first. Now I'm like hating it. That shit need to be for special occasions. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, though, on your way in, or you catching the playback, hit the goddamn like button.
Push the button. Come on, push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button. Yeah.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
Hit that like button, people. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Some thumbs up, man. This is the most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube. Welcome to the main event, man. Welcome to the main event. But we're gonna chop down this Judgment Day story. We're gonna do a lot more breakdowns on that shit because the Judgment Day is coming to an end, and I want to know what people think about the Judgment Day. So we gonna talk about that in another video, though. It's gonna be pretty much based on who gonna take what side and who gonna be on what side. You know what I'm saying? Judgment Day split. One group gonna be the Judgment Day. One group gonna have to call themselves something else, right? So we're looking to that. We also will be looking into which direction the Creed brothers and the Wyatt Six is going in. And we'll be looking into Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and the Drew McIntyre situation. And we got Wiley World in the building. Where's up, Wiley?
What it is?
Man, I don't know it, man. They got me devastated. I'm about to lose my voice over here cussing out Braun Breaker. God damn it! Shit. Shit. What you think about Raw tonight, man?
Shit. I mean, it was pretty good. It was all right for what it is. Shoot, drop it down for me. Like, go down the list. and then I'll just address it that way.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm gonna kick you off with the Rhea Ripley situation. Like, you know, Rhea Ripley came back and challenged Liv Morgan, and she
Right.
keep ignoring Dawn, throwing Dawn off, and then she told Dawn that she belongs to nobody. So, what do you think that leading Dawn to? Like, is that good? You think they're gonna lead him to favor Liv Morgan more since she like him more and she making him feel special? And
Well,
Real treating him like a nobody now.
so pretty much, I mean, now, always. Let's keep that real. I mean, let's be honest, man. Because the way I look at it, if I was able to write this story, let's say if I was in WWE, I was going to write this story, and I was interfering in Judgment Days, like I was somewhere in the middle of the pack, just to be a dick, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, the story that I would sell is Liv. The only problem, not Liv, but Rhea. The only problem you have with Liv messing around with Dom. I mean, because let's be honest, you don't really care about Dom. You're only talking about your world title. You're that selfish. And two, the only reason you only care about the only some part that you only care about Dom is because Liv is trying to get him. I mean, let's be honest, you really don't care. Let's just be real about that. I mean, let's be honest, you really don't care. I mean, let's be real. The only problem is because let's be honest. Liv is giving everything to Dom more than you are. You ain't giving nothing. You beat this dude up. Next thing you know, he becomes your little puppy.
Right.
Lapdog slave. Nothing comes beneficial from that. But next thing you know, he messes around with Liv. I mean, she had a point. He teams up with me. He beats his deadbeat daddy. But you could never help him accomplish that. That hurts. That hurts. You could never help him accomplish that.
I felt that. That was a nice one. That was a real good one right there.
Boy, that's thing. And then when you think about it on the terms of, it's like you calling her mom, but it's just the affection. It's just not even returned on that level. It's just not. It's like you actually like you think to yourself two ways. Like, would you rather be with the one that actually give you something, or rather be the one that just look at you like their little puppet that they have around just for buzz and whatever? In reality, it's just using you for whatever parts of the game it goes to. So, you know, I'm laughing at this all the way. The way I look at it, I would not be surprised if Liv wins the title at SummerSlam. I wouldn't really be surprised. I ain't gonna lie. I think they'll push it maybe like to Bad Blood, and then by that time, you know, in the midst of that, I think Dom will be dropped, and then it's like Rhea's gonna say you're out of the Judgment Day. Others are gonna look at this and be like, wait, whoa, don't we all get a say? As far as like Finn, you know, and the rest of the group, which would start up an even more buzz of the separation of the team.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about it. Cause I was gonna say let's talk about it. Let's talk about this. So okay, we do know they're gonna separate, right? I don't think Rhea's gonna win the title just so quickly, not that fast. I think Liv gonna hold it. I think Dom's gonna side with Liv, and yes, he get kicked out the Judgment Day, but Liv Morgan takes Dom and Finn and JD, while Rhea goes with Damian Priest and Carlito sides with Rhea Ripley.
No.
Nope.
That won't make no sense. Reason why is because let's be real. By this, you got to remember, think about it. If Damian Priest and Rhea are siding together, Damian Priest is more than ever being pushed as a face.
Right.
And they're really working that out, because I even seen an article where on on a live show that wasn't recorded on television, but on a live show that Damian Priest had helped out Jey Uso.
Jey Uso, and he did the
so you know, from that perspective, they're selling the face turn, and then of course even with Gunther, that was even a more clear visual of them selling the face turn. So
Right.
it's like, okay, if you're selling the face turn and the separation, then no, the Carlito going over with Damian Priest and with Rhea, that don't make no sense. Reason why is one, Rhea and Carlito didn't have a relationship that much. Remember, when he got there, Rhea was already injured, so she was gone. Two, the back and forth between him and Damian Priest, that's not gonna happen because, of course, you know, technically Carlito already, you know, derailed Damian Priest that victory way back. So
Right.
it's like that in itself is like no, because honestly, Damian Priest didn't even want Carlito in the New Day, in the Judgment Day.
Right.
So it's like, okay, yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen. And let's be honest, if your side, and plus if you put Carlito on their side, that's like saying Carlito is becoming a face again. Then that means it was all worth for nothing. It was all worth for nothing separating him from the LWO. So that's pointless. So yeah, no, you keep him with the heels.
I can see that. I can see that. But goddamn, then that means Dom take over Judgment Day, or Finn rather. Finn takes over Judgment Day. Yeah, pretty much Finn, and leaving Damian Priest and Rhea. Well, they did start at Judgment Day together, so it do make sense for them to lead Judgment Day together. Yeah, but they might go their separate ways though.
I mean, yeah, because like right now, I don't see them going on. Like they make their own team to combat the remaining of the Judgment Day. I don't see them doing that. I mean, there's just no point. And plus, who else do you bring in the mix just to do that? That would be pointless.
Yeah, that's why I say I think they'll go their own way. So
yeah.
But
I will say one thing. Lord have mercy, please. Please don't do this. This one thing I ask. WWE, please do not bring Damian Priest. Do not bring Damian Priest to LWO. Please.
Oh, hell no.
That's
boy, they better not do that shit.
That's the one thing that I wish they don't do. That's the last thing I need. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, it's the quote unquote is a certified heavyweight champion that you bring in, but no, don't you dare bring that in the mix.
They better not do that shit.
Don't you
who LWO got? I mean, who are they top people besides Ray Dragon Lee? That's it.
That's it, because the other two are the tag team guys, and the other one is
the other two is trash.
Because they don't sell them.
Hell no. They better not bring Damian Priest no LWO, but they may use LWO to separate Damian Priest from the feuds of Judgment Day. You know, just to put him on his own road and kind of like just separate it. They be feud. LWO start back feuding with Judgment Day and just take Damian Priest out the picture.
I mean, it could be a thing. I mean, because I say it like this. It could be a thing because let's say hypothetically, it's like, okay, we need to take the tag titles off of Finn because we want Finn to move in direction of the world title against Damian Priest. So then it's like, okay, for a moment, we're going to take the titles off of you, but we're going to put the titles back, maybe back on your guys' side. But this is with neither you do Carlito with
JD or Dom.
Yeah, JD or Dom. Yeah, I mean, yeah, JD or Dom.
At this point, you won't. At this point, if you got Liv with the title, you want Dom to hold the tag title, one of the tag titles. So yeah, they can do that.
So here's my thing. Yeah, because here's my thing. At best, where the tag division is, and how I'm looking at Carlito. Cause I ain't gonna lie, Carlito has been nothing but used as a token of subpart entertainment, which I'm getting sick and tired of WWE doing this shit. I'm so sick and tired. It's like, what's the point of signing somebody that hasn't been around for so long, looks better shape than ever, and then you cast him onto the sidelines for what reasons? I don't know. It's like, bro, what's the point of bringing back people that started with you, and then it's like, okay, we brought them back for absolutely nothing. Let's just keep it honest. We just brought them back for a few pops, and okay, this is as far as it gets. Okay, go fuck yourselves. Because at this point,
so
no, because at this point, I think if you do
so he could be a comedian act, man, which is, a waste of time.
It's pointless, like, bro, like I'm sorry, like if I'm Carlito, I'm thinking in my head, like, did I really just came back for this? Did I really just came back to just be some dude on the sidelines again, being in somewhere in the midst of shits, just a shit for shits and giggles? This is what I came back for? Is this what I came back for? Like, man, I can't do it, bro. It's like, come on, man. You haven't even become a world champion. You over here spending your time on some bull. Like, bro, this is a waste of your time. I mean, you're making some money off of it, don't get me wrong, but this is garbage. So the way I look at it is like, all right. I mean, somewhere around the line, Carlito might have insert. I don't think so. They can put Carlito on the tag titles unless they're that drastically like saying, okay, here's a token for signing you. It's like, here you go, here's the tag titles. I mean, if they give him that, I mean, at this point, yeah, they're really not trying to sell him on anything. Because I think he should go for the IC title or try to make some waves to go for the IC title. So he just been sitting there limboing under protection agency forever from freaking LWO and for what he did. It's like, what the freak?
Right.
And that story with Braun Strowman, that ain't going nowhere. That's a waste of time.
Man, Braun Strowman is waste of time right now. He's just an extra guy.
Sadly, like what else are you gonna do?
He ain't doing shit.
I mean, yeah, but he's been gone from the match anyway, so of course he's not gonna be doing nothing.
Right. Yeah, he's just an extra boost right now. Yeah, buddy. Damn, they want me to goddamn go premium on X just to goddamn go live. But okay, let's see. We had the group of Sonya Deville took down Zelina Vega, and the story continued with the Party Girls helping out Zelina, which led to a match with the Party Girls versus Zoe Starks and Shayna Baszler. So, like, what you think about that trio?
As far as the trio goes, I will say the trio was a perfect. It's a nice mix. It's truly a nice mix. The sad thing is about this trio is this only boosts up Sonya Deville stock, but it lowers both Shayna Baszler and Zoe stock. I mean, Zoe stock stays the same. It's at the bottom. There's nothing left to it. And there's nothing left to it. Like she
only go up.
She got no Aurora. She got no charisma. She's just plain. And then Shayna Baszler is like, you would think she had the Aurora, but she don't got that enough to even sell herself into the big title picture.
Because they already dropped it. They dropped the ball on her. So it diminished it. Like
but that's my whole point. But that's my whole point. And then instead of being the leader, you made her as the side piece striker. Oh, okay. That makes perfect sense. Okay. Again, lowering the stock market on her. So like, I mean, don't get me wrong, as a team, oh yeah, that looks good. I mean, you banged up damage control and all that. Oh yeah, that's nice. But as far as individuals separately, I mean, it ain't good for two of y'all. It's going good for one.
That's wild, man. That's wild because oh man, this shit I mean I like the team. But I I just want to see what they can do from here. You know what I'm saying? Like they haven't did enough for me to just expand on it. So I just want to see what they do with them. Like the match was good though. The match, like the party girls, they come up with new shit all the time. Like they really killing it. If when they're allowed to, they killing it. You know what I'm saying? When they're allowed to. And I'm surprised they don't hold the titles right now. But you know, it is what it is. They lost the match, so they put them at the bottom of the card for the titles and boost up Shayna Baszler and them for the titles. So yeah, it's wild. They got to get through damage control first.
They already did that already. So
I mean, they put them down, but you know they'll be back for their revenge.
They'll be back, but nah.
So yeah, I want what they're doing with the trios, and then Live Valkyria, they just really giving her something to do.
Man, it's like I said, Live Valkyria should have never came up to the main roster. You ain't really using her on nothing. It's just like she's on some. This is why I said like this be like okay, the whole thing with Liv and with Rhea, like this type of setup of story was actually a detriment to the women's division at this point.
Right.
Because you could have sold a couple of matches in between. Like, again, this is what I'm trying to say. Liv's title reign is like her first one. Mediocre.
Right.
She only defended one time, and again, even that is like, okay. I mean, granted, yes, when you win, it's like, okay, you won against Ronda. Congratulations. You cashed the Money in the Bank. You're his face. But then defending it was mediocre as hell. And then you win it against another top women's champion, but your reign has been nothing but storyline fiascos. You only defended one time against someone that's not really that prominent or hot within the title scenes of being up on the upper echelon of the ladder. Yeah. Do I got to keep saying more?
Damn. Yeah, they dropped the ball. They dropped the ball on a lot of shit, man. And that title reign is Liv Morgan title reign ain't really been nothing but storytelling.
And that's what I'm saying. At least, I mean, because the way I'm saying in this story, for me, I would have to say that Liv wins at SummerSlam, because if she loses, it only makes it worse. It only makes it worse.
Still gonna, I mean, I know she a heel, but she's gonna win because Dom gonna probably like try to help Rhea and really fuck it up and cost Rhea the match and still end up siding with Liv in the end. So, or he might side with.
I know that, but that's what I'm saying. Like, cause we could predict, but we all know WWE will change some ish later down the stretch, depending on certain factors. Because think about it. Because think about it.
Look dominant. You know what I'm saying? Like Liv Morgan still looks like a transitional title holder.
I wouldn't say that, because no, I'm not gonna say that at all. No. She is the epitome of someone you use for the title picture just because she has the look, but overall just doesn't sell the velocity of just a title reign. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, it's just point. Like, her having a title most of the times, it's like most of the time. I mean, just in the moments that she had it was pointless. It's like Liv Morgan is a watered down Alexa Bliss.
Okay.
That's what that is. She's a watered down Alexa Bliss. Not saying that she can't be as good as Alexa Bliss, but she's a watered down version of Alexa Bliss.
Right. Pretty much. Damn.
But I'm telling you right now, right? I can see this go two ways. It's either A, Liv wins at SummerSlam, which is a more bigger event, which is going to be on Rhea's head in the most worst way. Or B, she loses at SummerSlam, but then at Bad Blood, she turns up the heat, and then at Bad Blood, she wins the title back. That's the only that's how I've seen this picture so far. Because they ain't gonna. I don't think so. I don't think so. It for what it is right now, and for the backdrop history of this, I don't think so. They stop it after SummerSlam. They keep this going.
Shit, they damn. That's wild because they did plant a seed, like, you know what I'm saying, Sonya Deville saying they're gonna be next up for the titles and shit like that. So
yeah, but we all know anyone that says that stuff, it's usually future tense, not like present tense. Like, oh, like after that's done is like next up type dish.
Yeah, we next up to get smashed by Rhea Ripley.
That's not that all works. It's not gonna happen like that.
I mean, they gonna, you know how it is, man. Number one contenders match, and Rhea Ripley just smash up Sonya Deville like real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's when, like, after SummerSlam, it won't, like, this will not just be a one-stop shop. Like, it will be at least until Bad Blood, and it's like, all right. Because you got to think about it, Bad Blood, it makes perfect sense for the story. It's like, all right, put it up to Bad Blood.
Perfect
you
sense.
Maybe end it at that point. That's when, like, I could see Liv winning at SummerSlam at a bigger stage, and then it's like she has that onus on her, and it's like, okay, then Rhea picks it up back at Bad Blood, and it's like, okay, Liv, you somewhat scurry back into the back scenes, and it's like you come eventually later on.
Well, I think
time for everybody else.
I think when she do lose the title, I think Rhea gonna take her out the picture for a minute.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, she'll be skirt out of the story like a little bit, just to give others time to get into the story, which then helps out. Yeah, so it's like, all right, yeah.
Because she kind of, you got to pay attention to what they say sometimes. Sometimes it means nothing, but then sometimes it does. And she says she's gonna end Liv's career.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that means she's gonna be on the injury list again.
Possibly, maybe. It all depends. They might make a stipulation for that match. You never know.
Yeah, at Bad Blood, I think they will.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that might be.
Yeah, I think Bad Blood, they're gonna try to, since they just brought it back. I think they're gonna make that like a real, they're gonna try to make it intense. Bad Blood, it's gotta be intense.
Yeah.
The title itself sounds intense, so the match has got to be intense. But let's go to Priest and Gunther. They had a face off. Then they had a squabble after Damian Priest match with Braun Strowman. So what you thinking about that so far? Like, what's your thoughts on it?
So, as far as the back and forth, one thing I laugh at a little bit is like this whole commodity of Gunther saying, you failed to bring to prestige in all this. And it's like, what more? I mean, I would look at it and I say, like, it's like, okay, I get it, right? It's like, it's the nice shot. You didn't bring the prestige. You haven't lived up. Every single time someone looks around, you had some formality of help, which I can't blame him for him saying that, right? Because when you look at, compared to Gunther, neither of you looking at Damian Priest from a standpoint of a heel at the time to a standpoint of a face, is like, you don't have that much over him because he's been a heel. He's done it on his own. He didn't need his two, stunt doubles of, foot soldiers. Well, not one. He didn't need all that. He just needed him and to put the work in and smash and crash every last person that comes through him.
Right.
So it's like, I get that point because that's the big knock on Damian Priest, right? It's like, well, you needed the money to bring briefcase. You needed your team to do some movements. You face a weak opponent. every which way you look around it, you've been slid in an opportunity every single time, and you took in those opportunities every single time, and you've won.
Right.
But even when I get an opportunity, I don't need other venues to help me. It is just my will that he enforced. On that part, I have to give him a big nod on that one. He shut him down he shut Damian Priest down on that. But here's one thing I will say though: when every single time that Gunther starts to spew out this, "I'm better than you, I stand higher than you," this, quote unquote God complex, or however, this rich boy empathy, whatever you want to look at. Well, I can't say empathy, but this rich boy look like, this privileged mofo, right?
Right.
It just seems funny because, like, okay, well, we all know who Damian Priest is. We all know his background as far as like what it took for him to be here today. He was down and out. He was a scrub on the streets. He was trying to do everything to get out of it, and he made something of himself today. Right? He forced himself to be more than what he is, and he took an opportunity like anybody else would have, and proceed that opportunity to be great. Which, when you think about everything when you think about everything that he's done, hey, that stands true because Money in the Bank, that was an opportunity when he cashed in. Let's see, when Drew got distracted by CM Punk, again, that was an opportunity for me to cash in and take that shot and win again. This became a triple threat match. Oh, you cashed in? Another clean opportunity for me to win a match again. Hey, it's not like he was like, again, this is a guy that if you give him an opportunity to succeed, he's going to take that opportunity to succeed.
Right.
And that's all that really looks. So in a simple fact of saying that he has lost prestige is like you can't sell that to me on Damian Priest that much, especially because A, he only had the belt for only so long. B, last time I checked, every single time you give him a door or window of opportunity, he always cashes in and takes the shot and wins. Like it, hate it, everything else in between. He seals the deal. And that's it.
Yeah, that's they got it like they got me curious now. Like it's really like, damn, they're gonna give it to Gunther SummerSlam, or they're gonna let Damian hold it until his feud with Finn Balor.
Honestly, it's, and this is my thing with it. It's a lot of things. There's a lot of pre-caveats to it because at this point,
I mean, think about it. They did like I said. Sometimes you gotta listen to the context. Damian Priest did tell Finn, "Are you just mad because I did what you couldn't do, and that's win this title?"
And I hear all of that.
Oh,
but the thing is, let's be honest. The thing is, just because you can tell Finn that, but the thing is, you could never win the title when you didn't have the Money in the Bank briefcase. So technically, you can't do what you couldn't do it either. Because let's be honest, Finn had a harder road to the title than you did. He had to work his ass off to get to the title. You had to just had an opportunity and a contract and the right timing. So let's not do that. Let's not do that, because guess what? When you were climbing up and trying to fight your way, last time I checked, how close were you to the title? Not even. Not even. So let's slow that down. But the thing is, the reason why I said I don't see the title coming in picture. I think the opportunity to fight Gunther maybe for a title is one thing, but then at the same time, I don't want to see that either. My thing is the fight between Finn Balor and Damian Priest. At this point, it's more of a who takes over leadership boundaries or however it may be. Because the way I look at it at this point is like, okay, it just you can just look at it as a grudge match. That's all it's going to be. It's going to be a grudge match. It's not going to be a title. And the reason why I say it won't be a title is because Finn Balor hasn't won the Money in the briefcase. If he did, then I would have looked at it differently. And I've said, like, yeah, that could be for the title. Like, he may come in there between Gunther and him. And because it's two of those guys, especially Gunther, it's like it's the perfect timing to crash and burn the whole party. And then it's like, take that title and reclaim something he never ultimately, like, he reclaims a title that he mostly barely even lost or should never lost in one of the mix. Well, technically, he lost the Universal title, but either which way, don't matter. He should have been the champion one way or the other, however you want to look at it. But yeah. So, but the fact that, you know, he didn't get Money in the Bank and he wasn't entered in is just a proven factor of, yeah, this ain't going to go the way it's going to be. I think it would just be a grudge match. I think after SummerSlam, regardless if it's Damien or Gunther, I think Bad Blood is definitely going to be that uproar where the idea of team and the separation is coming in. And I think one of it will definitely be Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. But I wouldn't be surprised if Gunther loses. And I think what they're going to do with Gunther is Gunther's going to lose. This is how I see it. Gunther will lose. Damian Priest will win. He's going to win off of something. He's going to win off of something because I think they're going to keep that atmosphere of I'll take any opportunity I get every time and use it to my advantage. I think they'll still do that. So I think he could do that, and then he's going to capitalize on Gunther. But when Bad Blood comes, it's going to be him versus Finn, and it can be for the title. Which that can definitely start that image of motivation to change the whole cycle. Now, how that works in the mix is pick and choose. Now, I'll say this: if they go for Bad Blood, I'm so serious. WWE, please sign and lock it in. God damn it! Bring back the Demon King, fools.
Oh shit!
You want to raise this to the highest bidder? Screw this.
Oh shit! Hey, bring back the Demon. We ain't seen the Demon since what? Roman Reigns.
Since forever.
Killed him off. Yeah, that was the last match. Cause you remember Roman Reigns was using the that's when he became that's when he got the title above. Now it was I know with God or some shit. That was the initials of it. But anyway, when the ropes broke and then Roman Reigns did the, you know.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Killed them off. But yeah, the Demon Finn Balor, man, they bring them back. And his old theme, shit. I like his old theme. What do you think about the what you think about the Chad? They finally pulled the plug on Chad and the Creed brothers. So how the way they did it, and also the situation with the wide six, how they did it. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, first and foremost, I'm glad they finally pulled that plug to put them together. I just didn't like the fact that they had to do it against the White Six, though, or the White Sick, whatever they call it.
Right.
But I didn't like the fact they had to pull it against them. It's like, because, okay, if that's going to be the case, that's what you're insinuating is Gable and the Creed brothers, which is neither the Alpha Academy or whatever they're calling it at this point. I mean, they more likely to call it the Alpha Academy because technically he's the one that started it. They're just, Otis and them are just wearing the clothing.
Well, now they took the clothing off.
Oh, they took. Okay, good.
Yeah,
okay,
they wasn't wearing the trademark tonight.
All right, good. All right, then good. Then that shows the follow up. But yeah, But if the reason why I say I didn't really like it, because I think the way how the Wyatts are going right now, I think the only reason WWE is moving in that direction is because they're probably getting some type of sense that maybe they don't want this whole story depiction of the White Six going down the way it is. So they want to start seeing some visual action.
Right.
And because of starting to see some visual action, they want to start, making these calls and these shots now versus later. So it's like, we're starting to pull the plug in more faster than we thought we would have. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was okay with the story because it's probably one of the best upbringing stories you're selling at this point.
Right.
And I know you're saying that you didn't like Bray Wyatt in not oh wow.
Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas. Oh man. Well, there's a reason I said it. But yeah, I know you don't like Bo Dallas in the sense of Bray Wyatt's position right now. But I'm gonna be honest with you, it's better than Bo and Leave. So yeah.
I mean, I say it's okay. It's got to grow on me because when I see it, my visual starts to change. You know what I'm saying? I start to imagine Bray Wyatt instead of what I'm seeing in reality. You know what I'm saying? So I be missing my reality gets mixed with my imagination. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it, but it's like you know how this always is. It's like once you cut off the head, there's got to be a new head.
Right.
And that's just the whole point. It's like,
yeah, I mean, I understand it had to do it. It just got to grow on me. It's like I got to get Bray Wyatt out of my head to actually.
I mean, I say it like this: they could have sold it slightly differently in a different phase, and that would have been more potent because of the simple fact that when you look at that image and that figure and how it's being done, it's just too close to home. So it's like, you ain't really sinking into it. So I get that part, but yeah. It's a come and go factor for me.
But it was okay. It was okay. It's just I agree with you. Like, damn, but I see why they had to bring the Creed brothers in for the Wyatts, and the whole story just changed. They just changed the whole Chad Gable story and threw him in this, and they had to pivot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My own thing is right now is because here's my one thing. One, I just hope they don't screw over this whole Wyatt Six story. I truly do hope they don't because it's already bad enough. For one, you got Bo Dallas. I mean, ever since he got out of NXT, that was an epic failure.
Huh.
And let's see. You brought back Eric Rowan. And I'm like, I mean, he's not the most mobilest guy, but he does brings a little bit of a mixed bag from a skill set from where he stands as his height and his body deflection. So it's like, okay.
Right.
And then it's like, okay, what else? Let's see, it's him. And then of course you got Mr. I Don't Speak. Now he's definitely gonna be the thing that sells big time in the whole Wyatt Six for me, as far as the Wyatt Six Hitman. But
yeah,
they gotta start selling him more because they slow him because honestly he should have been popped a long time ago.
Right. I like his new look though. Like he got a new look and everything, so it looked like it fitting him. I just want to see do it fit his image on what they portray him to be.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, looking pretty good. It looking all right. It was everything was pretty good tonight. You know what I'm saying? Everything was pretty good, except the last match, which we finna move to. I mean, the match was great. Sami Zayn versus Dragunov was great. But why did they do the Braun Breaker run around the ring spear again? Like, oh man, I'm so tired. It's like, I think Dragunov was tired of the shit because he fell to his knees before he got speared, which made the spear look ugly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Overall, was a good match. So what you think how this feud going, man? In the Continental Championship.
Honestly, I mean, I don't know because it's like right now. Well, I do know, but the way I look at it is just like, okay, well, let's see this. One, let me start here. The whole running around the ring thing. If it wasn't for Kaiser, I swear for God, that wouldn't even be the case of what we're doing right now. Because it's like ever since Kaiser did it, it's like it's the biggest pop of century. But it's
Right.
like if I don't get Randy Orton as a heel, always what do you call it? The punt kick. If I don't get that almost every single time, why do I gotta get a spear from a running around spectrum almost every single time? Like, don't get me wrong, like I probably have to check back, but it wasn't. I mean, Randy Orton pump kicking everyone wasn't always that consistent. It was like we had a match. It was good. I probably won, give or take. And it's like at a 6 to take in the moment, it's like I clicked it and it's like, yep, let me send him home. This is like, oh yeah, I'm just doing this just to inflict pain, but at the same time, it's like it's just getting dry. I mean,
Right.
It's like I said again, it's one thing when Kaiser did it because it's different. But when you get Braun Breaker to do it with a spear, it's like, who the fuck cares?
Now, see, it's different. Like that when Kaiser did it, he getting those steel steps, you know.
Oh yeah, no, he did it with the steel steps. That's correct.
So that
The
made
reason why
it look, it looked gruesome when Kaiser do it, you know. Even
Oh no,
in
no.
the way,
Again, I understand that, but the reason why I'm saying, like, even with the like just looking at Braun doing it though, but in the sense of a spear, the reason why I'm saying that it's becoming to be so played out is because one, the spear is already becoming too usable already in WWE as it is,
right.
and then three, it's like this is not even Braun Breaker's like MO. It's like, all right, come on, bro, y'all selling
Right.
this too strong. Y'all selling this two things. Y'all don't want to sell the Steiner recliner for what reasons? I don't know. Because personally, if you really want to talk about inflicting pain or inflicting some damage wounds, the Steiner recliner should have been the one to do it. But no,
Right.
we're out here
You know
selling
what I'm saying?
spears. We're out here selling spears versus selling, breaking, and bending body parts.
Right.
What in the hell?
Right. Clutch under the chin and pull back on them. You know what I'm saying? like this shit look gruesome. Like it looked like it hurt. You know, you bending them, you sitting on top of their spinal, you got their arms locked around your legs, like, and you bending them like a rubber band. Like, bro, what happened to it? Like, my boy was putting people out with it. Come on, man.
And this is the same guy that you have that's supposed to be playing a heel, people. A heel.
Come on.
But you want to throw away some fast burst spear. Get the frick out of here.
Supposed to be the big baddie of the heels, man. You supposed to make people pass out then. You supposed to make people tap. Come on,
we
man.
all saw when Rusev did it with his version of the
Right.
clutch. Oh, but we're not gonna do the same. But we're not gonna do it this way. Oh, you gotta be kidding!
Right.
Man.
Come on, man. They got to give us something deeper than that. Let's get that Steiner recliner. Let's get it, man. Let Kaiser keep the running around the ring and kicking people on the steps when he's ready to actually put somebody out. You know what I'm saying? That's his move when he just fed up and he's ready to take somebody out. Okay, that's cool. Let's kill this Braun Breaker running around the ring with this goddamn spear. I'm tired of it. Like, it's every week. Every week you keep selling me this and I'm not buying it. Jeez. Come on, WWE.
But as far as for the IC title goes, I mean, I won't be surprised if he wins it by I mean, I don't know if they're gonna set him up for the SummerSlam, but if they do, he should win it at that point.
I don't think he's gonna win it at SummerSlam.
No, he will. You know why? Because at that point, what they're gonna do is that he's gonna win it at SummerSlam, and they're gonna shift it over to Bad Blood. I think at Bad Blood, that's when he closed the door.
So you think he'll win it at SummerSlam or Bad Blood?
No, he's gonna win it at SummerSlam. The Bad Blood is gonna be hit the rematch between him and Sami Zayn, but he's gonna close that out.
Oh, okay. Damn. Put Sammy on a whole new put him on a whole new path then. Dang. Damn, I hope they don't try to bring Sammy back in the bloodline story. Man, I hope they don't do that. Please
don't be surprised if they do.
I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised because
I'll tell you this.
He'll be like, yeah. Oh man.
Look. Zuta, Sada. He already said that. Yeah. So he already said that he's down to be in it. He just said that it has to be the right conditions. I don't know what that ultimately means, but yeah, he said he's down. So more likely, Sami is not going to be into the story. And if he does, he's probably in the story for one moment, only the motherfucker be tranquilized and stumped to the degree to the point that he is literally out of contention.
Hey, Sami Zayn, don't get me wrong. Sami Zayn is the perfect person for them to like beat down on and he sell it like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Because he
can sell a beat down.
I can see it right now. I can see Solo saying, "You brung this non-having ass bloodline member in our freaking family. You allowed him to be around us and everything. Something as a joke, and then you executed this piece of you executed his behind out just like you did Paul Heyman. Oh, that would be perfect.
Yeah, that'll be perfect, man. They'll attack him at a pay-per-view, and the camera's like, "Hey, what's something going on backstage?" And Sami Zayn laying on the ground twitching. You know how he be twitching? He be like,
yeah, as long as it plays right, but yeah, that's it, pretty much.
Oh man, I tell you, boy.
They already because I don't know if you heard, but I don't know if you heard the rumors, but Jimmy's been cleared. They already selling that Roman's gonna be back by SummerSlam because of course we're gonna get Solo versus Cody for the title. So yeah.
Damn. That's all right right there. See, that way we get Solo out of the title picture, and we can start the Randy Orton versus Cody feud. Yeah, unless they gonna wait till a bigger pay-per-view because SummerSlam is the last big pay-per-view, right? Besides the Berlin shit.
I mean, is it the last pay-per-view? Let me see.
Because it's SummerSlam, Bad Blood, then it's the Berlin shit.
Hold up.
Yeah. Trying to say I want to goddamn.
Let me
they
see.
fucking with me now.
Right. So NXT Heatwave SummerSlam, NXT Great American Bash, Bash in Berlin, NXT No Mercy, Bad Blood, Halloween Havoc. So after that it's Crown Jewels, which they still haven't predict where that's gonna be, but they said it's November 2, which is subpar. I mean, usually this is one of the big ones because they made it big, but it's not that ultimately big. And then of course they got Survivor Series, so which is in the same month as November, but they don't have a specific day. I mean, if it's the second, they probably make it like towards the end of the month for that one. And then wait a minute, that's November. Oh wow. Oh yeah, that's the end of the month. Okay. Yeah, I mean no, because SummerSlam is definitely gonna be the last one of this year. I think Crown Jewel will be the second, like. Because I said, let me see. Bad Blood is just like it's that basic one. Bastion Berlin is brand new. Yeah, Bastion Berlin is brand new. Bad Blood is going to be the basic one. It's going to be the rubber match one in most cases. Crown Jewels, yeah, Crown Jewels is definitely going to be a big one. So that I look at that as the mid-tier event. Survivor Series is going to be the big time event. So there's still Survivor Series. Survivor Series is the last one. After that, then they go in January. Because December they don't got nothing for. Yeah, because they don't got nothing for December, which is crazy. I mean, technically not because it's around that time of the holidays, but even then, it's still technically crazy. Right, and of course, once again, March they don't have nothing for March as always. So that means they're just keeping people cleared up without having too much. Well, technically, they don't really need nothing for March because they're having 2 events anyway, so it don't matter. But yeah, so. So yeah, best crown. So yeah, so best crown jewels they'll be mid tier, and then the big tier will be Survivor Series. From that point, so if they do pull, Randy being quote unquote, if they do pull it at SummerSlam, let's see here. I mean, it could be interesting. It all really depends on what they're going to do about it, but it would be interesting. I will say this: between the Cody and the Randy feud, it won't be small though. I could see this start like what? Because they might start this in Bash in Berlin. They might do this all the way until Crown Jewels, and then they stop it right there.
Okay.
Because I mean, let's be honest, they don't got too much people on SmackDown like to really face Cody for the title, especially the big enough pop of heel factors. So it's like, yeah, you don't got that enough. The only difference I say that it might take a little longer though, like it probably won't be Bash of Berlin. The reason why I say this is because by the time if Randy does pull that trigger and RKO's Cody, especially at SummerSlam. Because in the contingency of fighting off and fending off against the Bloodline, and then of course it's like okay, well the Bloodline walks away because it's Roman versus Solo and everyone else. It's like the Bloodline battle royale going all through the stadium.
Yeah,
and then of course Randy is left to help Cody up, which then RKO's him. Then it's like okay, I can see like eventually. Kevin Owens like, what the hell, Randy? Why did you do that? Only for him, to do the same thing to Kevin Owens too.
Right.
And it's like it might like just be an emphatic like, okay, let me take out Kevin Owens, and then after that, I'm moving on to Cody.
That's it. Yep.
I remember you said that was the last match on Raw. No, you didn't you forget Dominic Mysterio and Jey Uso match?
Yeah, I did. I ain't talk about the match, but we talked about the situation because that was pretty much what the match was based off of was the story. So that's all I talked about was the story. But that's all that match was about.
Okay. No. Yeah, you did talk about. I'm over here trying to flex it back.
I skipped the match though. I didn't talk about the match, right?
Yeah.
So
but I will say this, like, hey, look, I actually got interfered because I saw Jay kick him right in the back and then pushed right into Liv.
Live.
Boy, and look, I'm sorry, boy. I don't know because, like, Liv turned that boy around so fast. I'm like, God damn, slow down now,
Right.
slow the freak down. Like, sweet mercy, what are we out here doing?
Right.
So
That
yeah,
shit
that was
was
definitely
crazy.
interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was real crazy. Cause that was too much right there. I like, goddamn.
right. Like, hey, yeah, y'all really
I thought this
preparing.
was a family show.
Right. I was y'all really preparing yourself for Netflix.
Netflix. Well, I'm
Yeah.
like, sweet mercy.
Yes, sir.
But yeah,
All
but
right.
but that's definitely gonna be good for sure though. That show is funny as oh, that was funny, dog. That was so funny.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see how they gonna capitalize on the story. Oh yeah. I remember what I was finna ask now. I know they got new signings, right?
New
Um,
signings. Okay, yeah.
Volker, that's her name. Defeated Isla Dunn on the pre-show on just to run the regular shows.
Okay.
They saying she pretty good.
Okay. Is that new chick with the dark look?
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, because I remembered I think it was Damien Priest or somebody that was in the back scenes that had gave her
Right.
like a dab up or something.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. That was that.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Look. Let me throw this in here real quick because I want to talk about this real quick. So we all know that Johnny Boy, aka John Cena, is gonna be coming for one more run, one more last impeccable run in WWE before he hits it off his retire tour and walks away into the bright green lights. Well, into the bright lights. You know what I'm saying, right? But have you noticed one thing? What is the one title that Johnson has not captured in WWE?
Intercontinental.
Exactly, and that's why he's going to be on Raw. When he said he's going to be on Netflix, because not only is he going to be on Netflix for the talking the trash, but he's going to be on there because he could have won that IC title in his last run.
Oh wow. You think
I
so?
got no. For some reason, something told me, "Hey, go look at John Cena's world title picture and go check it out." And I looked at this. I'm like, "That's right. He never won the IC title. He won the United States 5 times, but not one IC title." So I could see that in his last run, he gets the IC title. He probably does something big and major with the IC title, and then eventually, when it's the right time for him to go try to get the world title, like that one last hoorah for the title, he goes for the big boy.
Right.
So, because they might, because I don't know how far they will sell him overall as far as like being Mr. 17 World Times Champion. If they do, I mean, I don't know if they're gonna sell him that far. I don't know if they're gonna keep him that far. They may just keep him tied, which in reality he's not really tied because I think again, like compared to Ric Flair's title reign, I think he has been the most cleanest world heavyweight champion in the game, hands down. Like
Right.
I don't think so. No one's been that more clean than him winning that world title.
Yeah.
So yeah, but because something told me, man, go look that up real quick. Cause I was like, okay, so he never got the IC title. Okay, interesting.
Damn, that's crazy. So who gonna be holding the title by then? Oh shit, Brian Breaker.
And where this would be some big time pop stories.
And they got history.
Some decent amount of history, yeah. A little bit of
in NSC.
yeah.
Yep, when John Cena came down.
Now again, I'm gonna throw this in here. Prerequisite caveat ahead of the steam. WWE again. I could see so much major moves in this. One of them being, hey, get a submission match, like get a 30-minute submission match, some type of ish. The Steiner recliner versus the F5. I mean, like not the F5, but whatever. John Cena, the forgot what he called it, but versus his submission.
Talking about John Cena submission.
Yeah.
It's STF.
Okay, it's STF. Okay, yeah. So put that together. I could see that being like, that would be crazy. That would be fun. Submission versus submission, that would be on 10.
Right. All right, motherfuckers made me sign up for a fucking premium on X. I'm finna see what it do though. I can cancel at any time.
Oh no, that's just so like you can just like that's part of like the monetizing part is like, oh, you can only be monetized or have some version of monetization if you're on Twitter. That's like part of it.
Right.
That's part of the most stupidest thing ever. Like I ain't like, don't get me wrong, like Twitter be popping because they'll definitely you get like a lot of views because someone I know, they told me like, hey, every time I go live on Twitter, it be X, it be jumping. So I was like,
remember I went live I went live twice and we was on that bit popping. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we were popping harder on Twitter than YouTube. It's just that now when I did it, it told me I can't go live no more. I guess they changed it recently. They had to. Cause we were just live on it like what, a week or two ago, about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I can't tell you, but all I know is usually that live. I don't know if they switched it up or however it is, but all I know is like usually the future, like there was like a paid future for it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I think there is or there's not.
They definitely switched it up, but it's all good. I'm gonna try it just to see. My motherfucking check mark bit. I need my motherfucking check mark by my name. I'm gonna make me unsubscribe quick. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Tonight was pretty good. I enjoyed the night. You know what I'm saying? I was laughing a lot, especially when Butch. I mean, that's one match I did skip. Shaman versus Brunson Reed, and Butch finally turned heel again. So yeah, I was laughing at that. Man. Not Butch, I'm tripping. Pete Dunne. God damn. He had his hair like Butch again. Shit.
Yeah, so
oh shit.
I know you was good on it. Here's my thing. I don't like it because does this break the new Republic? The new Cash Republic, does this break this up because he turned heel?
He lets Tyler Bate go heel with him.
And that's my whole point. That's I'm like, so you made him go heel all for the sake of what? I mean, because now it's like, okay, you just made this tag team. Now you're about to break it up because you're about to make this dude go solo. I mean, all right.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see when he come back because he's still injured. So.
Oh, so he's still injured. Okay, so they probably did this on the fly. Okay. Well, I guess I don't have no problem with that then, at this point.
All right.
My only thing with it is like how they're gonna sell like the whole visual point of it is like, are they gonna sell it like, oh, when you left or you was on the sidelines or whatever, the whole team crumbled and you were nowhere to be found, or however it was, and all that shit. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's how they trying to do it. Like, Sheamus Then come, I guess, I don't know. They trying to say he left, but yeah, Sheamus was injured. Shit.
Well, no, because he could be injured, but it's like there's a lot of, you know how it is. Like there's a lot of things that could be said here and there, depending on certain factors.
Mm. Damn.
Oh, what's going on? Figure 4 TV, what it is.
Oh man. Yeah, we'll see what they do with that shit. Oh, you said who that was? Oh,
Figure 4
4
TV.
TV. What to do, man? What to do? I'm sitting up here. I'm all in my phone trying to look at this bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, try and check this shit out, man. Let me see what to do. Let me see what to do now. Will they let me on? It say the premier account. I just did that. Oh Lord. I guess I got to wait for a minute before it picks up. I gotta wait for a minute before I can scream on Twitter. I see what they message me.
Hey, Figure 4 is asking for a breakdown.
What up? Yeah, shit, my bad, Figure 4, man. They stopped me from screaming on Twitter X, so I'm trying to get my screen back on Twitter X, man. You know what I'm saying? So, oh shit, you didn't watch it? Oh man, I seen you live earlier. So, now she didn't leave Dom, but she was ignoring Dom all night. Like she wasn't calling him Poppy. She didn't show him no type of love. She was like, just get the fuck out my face. Then she pulled the
I mean, let's be honest though, but is Dom really Poppy to Rhea? Like really?
I mean, not really.
I mean,
You know what I'm
on.
saying? It was a good act. It was a good act, but like this, I'm gonna tell you, man. Real pulled the "I'm with you, but I'm not with you" type of shit on Dom. Like, and Dom was feeding into it. Like, all right, this what happened, right? Dom says, I got a match with Jay Uso because he was talking crazy about you. And she says, so Real go, why did you do that? And Dom was like, okay, I'll just go cancel the match. Then she was like, no, are you scared? Why do you want to cancel the match? Are you scared? So she pulled the I'm finna confuse you type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So then he was like, well, I'm just trying to defend you because show everybody you my mommy, you belong to me. And then she just threw her hand up and just walked the fuck off. Then later on, she said she don't belong to nobody. So yeah. She kind of want him to chase her and bow down. And yeah, you know, you get it. You get it already.
Which is why I said this is becoming to be very interesting because at this point, live for to get some to get some.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. Boy, that Figure 4, did you have a video like this the other day? Oh man, this is crazy. Man, and they come into play. Here we go. Here we go with the I want you to chase me and beg me back. And I think Don gonna pull this with Cerrone, cause Rhea Ripley the title. Oh shit. Right, female nature, right. So we know what Dom gonna do. He gonna go to the person who's giving him that good treatment, some of that yummy yum, you know what I'm saying? But you know, Dom still playing a weaker position because he was on top of Liv, and Liv just rolled him over and got on top of him. So she still took the lead. So Dom still playing Baby boy
Because
in the picture.
Dom hasn't took in that Latino Heat status, man. He's still a rookie.
Oh, see, Finn was never into Liv like that. She was just like really helping out Finn them, like helping them win some gold, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So Finn is pretty much gonna stand with Liv Morgan and Dom. Rhea Ripley may be
Even
on
though
her
right
own
now
in the end.
yeah, even though Finn is like, hey, look, I know you saw what happened when Liv helped us with the titles. And she's like, no, it's cool. We got the titles back under the Judgment Day. It is what it is. And
Right.
that man would have been seen, but at the end of the damn day, it's like, let's be real here. Who do we have a better chance of winning with? Because let's be honest, it seems everyone in the Judgment Day has been winning because of Liv Morgan.
Right. Okay. Now that's a point. That's a good point. So yeah, everybody gonna ride with Liv Morgan except for Damian Priest.
Because when you think about it, right? When we think about the Judgment Day, as far as whoever leads it, right, quote unquote, most people would say Rhea leads the Judgment Day. Well, if that's the case, then it looks like Liv is about to take Judgment Day right under her fucking nose and be like,
yep.
I guess I didn't not only took away your pop, like your little dom, but I also took away your little group piece.
Right. So, but that's the story, right? Take everything from Rhea Ripley.
Everything.
And that's exactly what she's gonna do.
Yep. Oh yeah, I didn't get to talk about this part yet. Yeah, the Drew situation. Drew McIntyre. Oh yeah. I didn't get to talk about that part.
I thought, didn't we talk about that? Oh, I skipped that.
I didn't mention. Yeah,
the 3-way. Okay. Yeah, Drew. Okay, Drew. And Self. Yeah, because I ain't like that. Like, damn, now they done implemented Self in the situation. I want the Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk 1-on-1. It don't look like they're gonna give it to us. They still putting Seth Rollins in the fucking middle.
Well, yeah, because let's be honest though, it's already made it to a point where he has no choice but to be in the middle. Because when you think about it, right? Drew inserted himself into the match, which now made it a triple threat match, which then also brought in CM Punk, which then, quote unquote, to Seth Rollins' case, you screwed over everything for me in that factor point. Which let me speak on that because I know you wasn't available, last week's for weeks of Monday, but let's get one thing clear. Ayo, Seth, I know you crying because CM Punk basically handed Drew a title win, a pretty much a clean win after hitting Drew with the title in his face amongst his skull, which gave Damian Priest a lovely choke from the heaven slam. But let's be real, if you wasn't so banged up on the sidelines, you would have had an opportunity to win. Oh no, but you expect CM Punk to just do the most optimal thing, beat him up, get him out of the stadium, and then get him away from your match. Hey, you should have known better. When this became a triple threat match, you should have known what was going to happen.
Right.
When it's a triple threat match, there is no rules. So you have no one to blame for you losing your opportunity other than yourself because you wasn't strong enough and will enough to get in and do what you needed to do. Because guess what? When he stopped Drew for a moment, that's when you should have had your opportunity to really get in there and do something. But you didn't.
You was outside sleeping.
Banged up and wounded. Now you crying because freaking what's the name basically helped him cash in. That's not no one's else's fault.
He was on the side of the ring taking a nap. Oh shit.
Right. And plus he was gifted an opportunity. You wasn't even supposed to be there anyways.
Right.
Like, damn. Dude, you over here whining about everything. It's like, dog, you wasn't even supposed to even really be in a title picture. You was
Now you
gifted
done
that.
inserted yourself in between Drew and CM Punk feud. Now you're trying to make it a fucking three-way look like, or either interference from Seth Rollins to interfere in the match. Nobody like each other. No, don't neither three like each other. Oh Lord, blood feud like a motherfucker.
Yeah, and my only thing is, I just hope they don't really insert him in it, because that, for me personally, I just don't like it. It's not like you ain't that much a commodity, Seth. It's like, bro, sit you behind on the sidelines and just wait for your opportunity later down the stretch. This is supposed to be Drew versus CM Punk. Now, they did allude that CM Punk, quote unquote, may not be cleared, quote unquote, but nah, I ain't trying to hear all that.
He said, is it official at SummerSlam? Not exactly, because
based upon the story, it ain't.
Drew fucked it up. Drew still suspended. Adam Pearce was about to get him the match, but he wanted Drew to apologize to the referees. Drew said no. He attacked the referees. He got in Adam Pearce's face, and that's when Seth Rollins came out for the save. So he's still suspended.
And Drew, oh my goodness. Now, this is the thing this is the one thing I somewhat hated, because Drew, he's now in that Christian phase of, I'm gonna blame everybody else for my lack of opportunity. I'm gonna blame everybody. It's all your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's everyone else's fault.
I mean, think about
Drew,
it though. I mean,
but it's your fault.
I mean, it's Drew's fault, but at the same time, I don't blame him for not apologizing, because like he said, they let CM Punk get away with all that shit. Like CM Punk and the referees.
I mean, but think about it. What they were supposed to do. You have to remember, when Drew inserted himself, it was a triple threat match.
Triple threat.
There's no DQ.
Okay.
There's no DQ. You can't say nothing. Again, that is all his fault.
You're right.
He should have waited for one of them two to beat each other up, then cashed in. That'd have been a one-on-one match.
Yeah, you're right.
You wanted to sit there and be like, "Oh no, nah." So
you're right. In the first time, he was boasting, bragging. He was boasting, bragging at WrestleMania. So, yeah.
So again.
Oh shit, the Y6. Yeah, they Chad Gable set up Bo Dallas to come out, and Bo Dallas got attacked by the Creed brothers. They beat the fuck out of Bo Dallas, beat the shit out of Bo Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucked him up. But Bo Dallas was laughing through the whole thing. Chad Gable was like, "What is you laughing at?" And then that's when the fog hit, and then they ran. The Creed brothers and Chad Gable ran off, and the Y6 just, did that thing inside the ring that Bray Wyatt do. Yeah. I know you're gonna catch the highlights though, but I'd rather you watch the main show. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get all the context, but the highlights, they be pretty good. They do pretty good on the highlights. They do take up one segment. So yeah, Raw was pretty good tonight. It was decent, man. It was more storytelling than anything. But you want to look out for the match with the Party Girl versus Zoe Starks and Shayna Baszler. That was like match of the night, besides Sami Zayn versus Dragunov. So yeah. Dragunov made Sami Zayn look good in that match, man. But he make everybody look good. Like Dragunov, like, I don't know what the fuck his matches be like, but he make everybody look fucking good. So yeah, way better than Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn. Yes, sir. It's a good Raw, man. Good Raw, good storytelling, just waiting on the outcomes. That's it. And waiting on tonight. NXT tonight. I'm gonna catch that. I don't think I'm gonna go live because I gotta edit some videos. So I might be editing some more videos. I got some things coming out. My shipment's supposed to come. My green screen came through. But my stand for my green screen haven't came through. So it's a couple skits I got to work on. Oh yeah, Brian came out. Yeah, Brian came out and did that fucking over the head spear where the camera go overhead. Did that stupid ass shit again. And NXT is up. Mm-hmm. For sure that. I still can't get over that fucking lost trick William did, man. I still got I still got that face when I think about it. Oh my fucking God. Damn. How Trick lose a title like that. Yeah, I'm waiting on that though, man. So go to work that out, get home, watch NXT, and edit some videos.
Hey, look, that reminds me. So if you actually look at the when Braun Breaker spears Iglia.
Yeah.
You know what I just noticed? Because so if you see the moment where when Braun's coming in for the spear, right? You actually see Sami Zayn slightly push aside Iglia and then move out the way. That I guarantee you that is gonna be perceived very well in a certain way soon enough. I can sense that that's a small start to a heel turn for Iglia.
Damn. That's yeah, he did push him into it. He did push him into the spear. I thought he would finish spear both of them.
No. Yeah, because he didn't. No, I'm not saying he pushed him into it. It just more like he slightly sidestepped him and then moved out the way.
Man, he pushed that man, bro.
No, hey, look, that's what I'm saying. Let me make sure, because
he pushed him. Man, watch it, bro.
No. Hey. I'm literally watching it right now. Hold on. Let me go look at the clip again, because the way I'm looking at this shit.
He didn't sidestep him. He didn't push him hard, but he did like a little oomph. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, hold up. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. He didn't really do too much of a sidestep, but he did push off on him. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right, when he pushed off on him, that Dragunov slipped. And when Dragunov slipped, he fell to his knees and then catch the spear right.
Hold up. Because let me see, because because he definitely did. Yeah. He did sort of slip. Yeah, because the angle was horrible. That angle was so horrible.
Right. So the spear wasn't hit how it's supposed to hit. And that made Braun Breaker hit Sami Zayn with a harder spear inside the ring. He had to make up for it. Oh shit, man. Y'all hit that like button. It ain't hard, man. Just push the goddamn button.
Push the button.
You know what I'm saying?
Push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button. Yeah.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
Yeah, y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that like, push the goddamn button. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. When I seen that shit, when I seen Sammy kind of like oof off of him a little bit, then he fell to his knees. I was like, oh shit, that was for. I hope he ain't injured. You know what I'm saying? Heard nothing online about it, but
man,
he looked like he just.
Well, I'm looking at that shit. Braun's winning that title in SummerSlam, because that whole crowd over there popping with them dog barks.
They're gonna turn that shit into a triple threat. They're gonna turn it to a triple threat.
That'll be worthless to do that.
I mean, that's how they. Hey, I'm telling you.
I mean, if they do, if they do it, by all means, freak it. But it's gonna be funny to me.
Oh shit. Yes, sir. So that shit right there, boy. Like, yeah, that's what it's looking like. I think that's why they did that little scene that they did. Sami Zayn got the fuck out of the way. Oh shit. Say Braun's winning for sure. I wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't put it past Sami Zayn pick up a win because Braun Breaker and Iltner destroy each other. And them the main two focus. I mean, shit. Them two got history of killing each other in the damn ring. Man. It looking good though. Everything looking good for WWE. I mean, last week wasn't really all that last week. I watched it, I took my notes, but I didn't cover nothing, you know. But it was meh. Last week was meh. This week was pretty good. So SmackDown, SmackDown always got to try to outdo Raw. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna come with some heat. And NXT, they always good. NXT good every week.
Man, I don't think so. SmackDown gonna come with no type of heat. It's gonna be average. Yeah, they don't got that much of a pull. They don't got that much of a pull right now. I mean, the only heat they got is the freaking bloodline. The bloodline mafia, you feel me?
Oh yeah, that's
it.
That's the best thing they got going. Jacob Fatu. Damn.
That's the name.
I'm trying to think. I ain't even watched SmackDown this past Friday.
Oh, you should have. Oh, you didn't even catch up to even watch that. Oh, you should.
I didn't even watch it, bro.
You should have. You should have. Cause boy,
damn,
they made Cody Rhodes tied up in the ropes. No, this what happened, right?
I see. Jacob, I watched the. No, I didn't. I seen the photos.
Well, you seen the photos. Well, let me tell you the story. So they got Jacob Fatu coming out around when the tag team titles were in arena.
Right, smash the tag team champs.
Smash them out the way. Then bringing Solo and the Tonga brothers. They come down. They all hidden. They already talking about business. You hear Solo talking about business about bringing the titles back. So you already know what this is. There's some work in this. I thought when they came in and they were gonna smash they smashed the champions. I thought they were gonna at least, have their bodies on the ring and talk about we will be collecting these soon, which they didn't say that, but I know that's in the works. And then when Cody comes out, Cody was ready to fight both of them. We're ready to fight all of them. I'm like, okay, they circling his mind, beat him up eventually. Randy comes out, they banged up on Randy. It's like, okay, they tie freaking Cody up in the ropes. Right. And they just destroying. And Cody's like, no, take me. and Solo's like, nigga, shut up. And he put that in his fucking mouth. They threw Randy powerbomb after the table. Oh my God, that shit was crazy.
Damn. So that's damn.
So let me see what Figure 4 said. He said, yeah, this is the 2-week stretch, so you definitely want to kick the feud into high gear, definitely. Jacob destroyed. He damn sure did. He came up and smacked the whole daylights out of all them niggas.
Damn.
Wilder ran, left Austin. Yeah, Austin was on the floor injured. Yeah, Austin was on the floor, slapped up. From the hit from the
from the DIY
from DIY, and then DIY was pretty much crashed by freaking Jacob Fatu like easy.
Damn. Ooh, yeah, I'm still gonna go back and catch it before next Friday, most definitely.
Yeah.
So, y'all might catch it tomorrow while after NXT and I start editing videos. I catch it then.
Yep.
Damn, man, that shit crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely miss it because all I keep hearing the main segment everybody talking about is Jacob Fatu smashing the tag team champs, Randy getting put through the table, and now Jax saying Bailey got a BBL.
Oh right, and what's the name? Tiffany Stratton. She tried to cash in.
And now I had to stop her.
Yeah, she's like, she's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, and Tiffany Stratton's like, you're right. I was doing nothing. Now I ain't gonna lie. The moment I saw that, I'm like, you do know Nia Jax. This is gonna be the same thing. What happened when your best friend, your so-called best friend, Alexa Bliss did to you. You do know this, right? I hope you know this.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Damn.
It's gonna be a repeat. It's gonna be a repeat.
Oh, fuck. Damn, you called that one out. Re-storytelling. Wow.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you. This is how it works. It's like Nia Jax does all the work. Next thing you know,
wow.
Next thing you know, the cash in, surgery, and I'm like, boy.
Damn, it's Tiffany time. And Bailey ain't been doing nothing with the tight anyway, so
I'm trying to tell you, dog. That's why I'm like, bro. The moment I saw that, I'm like, yeah, it clicked in my head. I'm like, yep, they gonna do you like they gonna do you just like Alexa Bliss did you.
You think you're gonna cash in at SummerSlam?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that, but I know one thing for sure is it's always gonna happen in the right available time.
Or maybe Nia Jax wins and Tiffany just waits to cash in.
I mean, at this point, it's just gonna have to be like, because you want, because like I said, it's gonna happen. You're just only trying to see when it's gonna happen.
Right.
Now I don't know how the hell they now see. She went too far with that BBL Bailey because I don't know how the fuck.
Right, because
Don't get me wrong. Bailey put some meat on her, but
yeah, it ain't no BBL. It ain't no BBL look.
Trust me, that was a BBL boy. You in wrestling, damn sure.
So you think okay? He said Tiffany would tease it. I think she'll tease it too, and cash in.
Well, she has no choice. That's the whole point.
So, I think Tiffany either wins it. I think she wins it by next year. If not the end of this year, it'll be sometime.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be too much of a stretch.
Yeah, it'll be sometime.
I think it's gonna be within this year. It's just about when do they want the timing to be in play.
Oh shit, you done met Bailey. Okay. That what's up.
She all natural.
What's that? You met Bailey out in New York City.
I ain't gonna make no statements.
That's nice. Damn. Lucky you. God damn.
Oh, you should. Hey, Tyler, get an interview.
But yeah, man. Yeah, so I think Tiffany wins it, but I think by the Battle Royal, my girl come back. My girl Charlotte Flair comes back and wins the Royal Rumble.
No. No, not again. God damn it! If she wins, she better lose.
Charlotte Flair wins the fucking Royal Rumble
to lose.
And Janice Tiffany at WrestleMania.
So she could go there to lose.
Yes, and Tiffany defeats Charlotte Flair at the Royal Rumble.
All right, cool. Because I'll be damned, goddamn it, I'll be damned. Hell no.
Yes.
Hell no. I'll be damned.
Yes.
I'll be damned if she goes to WrestleMania and wins. I'll be damned. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is just the proven factor that y'all motherfuckers can't sell these other women. Ergo, these women division is trash.
Oh, so you can get it. Damn. I'm friends with R-Truth. I follow R-Truth on TikTok and I follow him on YouTube.
Oh shit. See,
damn,
that'll be lit.
Shit. That's what's up. We'll talk a little more about that. I'm gonna have to hit you up on IG. You know what I'm saying? I might have to call you on IG, do a little.
I do not miss Charlotte.
But
look, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't miss none of the 4 horsewomen at all. Not at all.
Oh shit, I miss my baby Charlotte though, man.
Yeah,
Becky, I guess because she been gone so long, that's what made me miss her. But yeah, the division been missing it.
Okay, y'all got the same music producer. Oh, that's tight.
Oh shit, goddamn. Shit.
Okay. Production team is from New York City. Okay, cool.
Oh, motherfucking Figure 4 got some pull around his B. You know what I mean? Yeah. I need to we need to do something to set that up, man. Talk to him. I don't think I follow him on IG, but that'd probably be the best way to get with him, or either through TikTok.
Say thank you. This is what I'm talking about. See, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, you may miss Charlotte, but I don't. See,
I got tired of Becky. Besides Becky cheats. Yeah, I was tired of Becky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm tired of all the 4 horsewomen. All that shit's trash.
Yeah, it's time for the 4 horsemen to give it up. And I wouldn't mind seeing Bailey go join Sasha at AEW rather, you know what I'm saying? Just try something different.
Well, I ain't gonna go that far. I'm just saying, like, look, if they're gonna be here, they can be here. I just don't need them to be world champions too damn fast. Like, yeah, okay, look, if WWE want to say that y'all the most special ones, cool. Then make sure that is special. Not like some, we're just gonna keep this for like some over the top bullshit. Because literally, they warned me out with Charlotte and versus Sasha like a mug. Like that shit was complete utter ass. Like, bro, okay. Like, bro, like sell me the division. Don't sell me just them. Again, like I said, the women's division is complete utter ass.
Oh shit, the women's division picking up though, man. I believe that.
Bro, it's complete utter ass. I guarantee you, I look at the whole women's division. I can look at the whole women's division and be like, which of these women should have gotten a title by now? Like, bro, you know what? Hold up. This is
I think the women's division finna flourish. I think they're about to flourish.
You selling that too strong.
Yeah. I got it. Yeah. I like the women's division. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I like what they got, especially in NXT, because they promote the women.
I mean,
more.
We can agree in NXT. I mean, I don't got no problem with that.
Yeah. So NXT,
as far as the main roster goes, no, you selling that too strong.
Yeah, I believe they're about to flourish. I believe that main roster women are about to flourish. Yeah. Figure 4, the next wave of women is about to be fucking crazy. Like, I don't know where they're getting these motherfuckers at, but Shawn Michaels he got his hands on some shit.
Man, look, y'all selling this a little too high.
I mean, they ain't through calling them up yet.
I'm not worrying about the ones in NXT though. I'm worrying about the ones that's actually here.
Nah, I'm really talking about the future. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the problem, because no one wants to talk about the actual present that's actually should have been winning.
Man, they ain't even have enough. Then they downsize some of the women. For instance, you take Mi Chin, and instead of letting her do her fucking thing, because Mi Chin is actually good, instead of letting her do her thing, you water her down. Like, Mi Chin is
what are we? Thank you. You're proving my point.
You're
proving my point, sir. You proving my damn point.
They water Mi Chin down. You water down Chelsea Green. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a fuck about Chelsea Green. That was like, but, I mean, that was gonna happen eventually.
Yeah, I mean, you go to TNA and watch her shit. She good. You know what I'm saying? Bring her to WWE, you act like she fucking.
That tells you a whole lot. But that tells you a whole lot, and this is why I sit here and say this. Hey, look, WWE doesn't want us to sell wrestling; they want us to sell entertainment. And I'm like,
damn,
bro,
you're right.
I don't got time for that.
They really missing some people, but
the roster is injury prone right now as far as the females. Because technically it's you're neither injured or you're not being played or you're just not available. Like Alexa Bliss, sidelines, Alicia Taylor, they haven't even used her yet at all. B-Fabe, she's not really even, she's just a manager at this point. She's not really like competing to be that cat. Carmella's still on the sidelines because of child.
Right, yep.
Charlotte, is probably injured or whatever. However she's doing, what is she doing? Let's see. Let's go.
They don't utilize the rest of them. Yeah. He just brought up Carmella.
And then Shotzi's got injured, so she's out there. There's a girl named.
Anyway. You don't utilize Scarlett. She can wrestle.
Stephanie Bakor. I don't know who she is, but she's on the sidelines. Tamina, I don't know if she's even still signed, but they still have her on the list. And then Vala, she's injured, so she's on the side. Oh no, she's not injured. She just got pregnant, so yeah, she's on the sidelines. Her husband is injured. But yeah, so pretty much this is just the sad piece of ish you have to deal with, and this is why I keep laughing, because it's like, bruh, this is pointless. This is why I literally said Liv Morgan's title reign is complete utter ass cheeks.
Damn.
So again, we're not in the future. We're still in the past.
I'm looking forward to the fruit.
She resigned, but she resigned to what though?
to being a damn to being a jobber.
My point exactly.
To being a goddamn jobber. So yeah. I mean, while you do make a perfectly good point, right now the women division is down. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, let's be honest. It's like I said. Look, if you tell me right now, we forgot one big player, Raquel Rodriguez. Another missed opportunity in a woman that should have got the title a long time ago, even if it was a short stunt. Like, bruh, like you can't make this make sense for me. I'm sorry, you just can't.
You watered down
much missed opportunity. Too much opportunity.
Man, they keep watering people down that can be good.
And you know what? Figure 4, guess what? And there's rumors right now that they're working on mid-card titles for the female division, which I'm glad because about damn time. They better get something going on.
Right.
That is becoming to be dry. The division is becoming, bro. I'm telling you. I'm even happy for NXT because they got the freaking women's North American title. I'm glad they did that move. And that's gonna move some way too. Shit.
Figure 4 said clap, 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 clap to Raquel Rodriguez. Oh shit.
At this point, this is becoming to be very enticing. But I'm gonna even go a step further. We want to talk about NXT's on the big and up, but let's be real. NXT right now is being saved. Well, not even being saved, but being carried by Roxanne Perez. And the thing is, honestly, you could have just drafted Roxanne Perez. There's a lot of right now that you can move off to and give the title to. You can definitely give it to a Lash Legend. You can definitely give it to, there's a couple of faces you can give it to. The only person you probably give it to that's still there is freaking Cora Jade. I mean, I guarantee you this, right? I think they're gonna save it until Cora Jade comes back and Cora Jade takes it from Roxanne Perez. And
they trying to say Julia coming to take the title.
Julia, okay. Let me look at
she just signed from New Japan.
You talking about that? Oh, so you talking about wait a minute. Let me see. Julia.
Say no space on the roster for Roxy. Now Roxy could have got called up. She could have got her ass up there.
Julia.
She could have got her ass up there, but yeah, they dropped the ball.
What's her full name?
It's Julie. What's her name? Julia. It's a G. Start with a G.
A G. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the J's. When you said that, I was like, okay, let me look.
Yeah, it's all the G though. Julia, but start with a G.
I only see Gigi Doolin. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
Because the only one I see with the J, because they know G's in NXT, that she's the only G that I see in this list.
I'm finna give you the,
unless they didn't upgrade it.
I'm finna give it to you. Hold up.
Well, technically they should have because that new signee, they upgrade her on the list. So
because they finna bring 3 new people to NXT.
Because wait a minute.
So you know so they bringing them to NXT. That means they about to call some people.
Matter of fact, hold on. Forget that. They could have gave it to the last chick that fight for the title. What's her name? Valkyrie. Not Valkyrie, but you know what I'm talking about. Is it Vega? Or not?
Lola Vice.
Yeah, Lola Vice. They could have given it to Lola Vice for peeps' sakes. They didn't do that. They didn't do that. Okay. Oh, there she is. Yeah, they could have given it to Lola Vice, but they didn't do that. Bro, there's just so much ways around this. I've seen so much qualified members they could have given this to. They could have gave it to her. Shit, me. They could have given. Oh, you know what? I ain't gonna say it. It is what it is. She's in the heel. She's in the heel. She's in the big, trademarker. She's hitting off. She's quote unquote the prodigy my ass. But no. This is rock trash. They could have did so much movements with NXT. They talking about, oh, we're welcoming the new era my ass. It's the same old shit.
All right, Julia is the one in the middle. They just signed the one on the left.
Okay, so she hasn't come in yet.
Right, that's the one they saying gonna take the title from Roxy. The girl in the pink, she just signed. That's all.
Yeah, I seen this one already. Yeah, I seen this one. Yeah, I think that's the same one that was the one that got the props from Damian Priest.
Right. That's her. And the one at the end right there with the makeup, I don't know who the fuck that is. I ain't even really.
Yeah, I've heard about her, but okay, I'm gonna have to check her out. MC. Okay, yeah.
So those three signed to NXT. As they say, supposedly they be signed to NXT. I wouldn't be surprised if they bring one of them to the main roster.
Nah, knowing WWE, they gotta definitely keep stacking the buzz, because they don't want it. Because trust me, they don't want to put too much female talent until they get those mid-card titles established. They're not gonna put too much high-end female talent on the roster, the main roster.
Say, take it. What'd you say, figure? Hold up.
Roxy, no.
I take it you don't like Roxy.
No space on the main roster for Roxy. There really is some space for Roxy on the main roster. The thing is, they didn't want to pull that plug. No, Lola Vice will win it in a triple threat. Oh, God. Who would Roxy be feuding with? It would be a waste. Where is the Katana girl with the sword? Now, I'm not gonna lie. Look, I know you.
You talking about Carmen Petrovic? Yeah. She good though.
No, my problem with her is she wouldn't be wasted like her. The only problem is she was on the main roster at the wrong damn time. She should never have came up onto the main roster. I think around the time when Damage Control was getting into play, that's when she should have come up. Cause that would have kept her inclined. But she came at the wrong damn time on the main roster. She had no fit. But that's my whole thing. She had no fit. Roxy actually has a fit. Because, again, the reason why I say she could have been good on the main roster is because, one, you sent her to Raw. Two, at the time where Rhea's gone, again, if you let Liv actually freaking defend the dang title, you would have had a moment. It would have been in there sooner or later.
I think that's her name. I think that is her name, Abaddon. I think that is her name. Yeah, I think so.
They all say the future. Well, last time I checked, Triple H said the future is now, so she should have been the future. That would have been speed booking. Roxy need a longer run. She don't need no longer run. No, hell no. I take it you don't like Roxy. It's not the fact I don't like her. It's the fact that it's like, bro, y'all overdoing these things too much. It's like I don't want to see a face turn. I don't want to see a face turn run and then a heel turn run. Give me one and then seal a deal. Goodbye. Again, because all you're telling me is you need someone to keep the amp up in NXT. And the thing is, you have enough qualified women to hold the title. You have enough.
Oh shit!
You really have enough. So I'm like, bro. But that's the thing. My thing is, okay. Let me say it like this, right? Roxy being in NXT right now, it makes sense for the simple fact of what they're doing with Liv. But the thing is, if they were actually defending the title with Liv, then I say she actually has a moment in the main roster to actually do something. It would have been better than. All right. I'll leave that. I'm telling you this right now. They had enough decent females to at least hold that title. Even if you were to just pass it around a little bit, they still had enough.
Yeah. Pretty much. I think Roxy, I thought she was gonna get called up, and I prefer her to get called up before Live Valkyria, but
they still already have the majority. Of course they have the majority, but the thing is that, but see, that's the thing. You're talking about they have the majority. Cool. I'm only asking you to bring up one extra person. That doesn't mean that they don't have enough people, though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Just Rossi and Lara should have been called up, but
because they have enough. They have a couple of
and they
females around here you can sling around.
yeah, they got
Especially
plenty. They
for
got
some of
plenty.
them that can play this heel turn ish a long time. Like, dog, I could see Jada Parker having NXT North American. I could see Legend Lash. You can move a couple of these females in NXT as the NXT champion. I mean, there's a lot of movement around here you can do with. There's a lot.
Right.
But of course, no one's gonna pull these triggers to actually sell these stories on these females because they're just the quote unquote lackluster. I mean, to be honest, one of the biggest ones that they have in the female roster in NXT, but is neither just getting too dang injured, is Nakia Lyons.
Oh yeah, Nikita Lyon. Yeah,
Like, bro, that's the biggest one of them all.
She always injured. She wanted to go to Instagram and show her ass all day. That's all.
Well, hey, that's what most of these females are here for, anyways, right? For the body, and the good body.
But I think when Rossi get called up, she's gonna get stuck in the tag team division anyway.
But that's why NXT has 2 women's titles. The main roster only has 1, and a bunch of women standing around. Roxy gets called up and waits in a tag team. Don't not call her up yet. Well, I never said that she was gonna be called up just to be wasting her time in a tag team.
Shit, they're gonna do it
again.
Anyway.
This is why I sit here and say, like, again, y'all wasted that freaking women's world title because again, y'all just letting it sit around collecting dust.
Then again,
with only
by
title
the time Roxy get called up, they'll have a mid-card title, so she'll be going for that shit.
I mean, apparently.
Yeah, by the time they call up, it'll be a mid-card title. She'll be definitely going for a mid-card title.
And this is why I said this is why I said Liv Morgan's title reign is mediocre as hell. Not once but twice. Not once but twice. You can't make this shit up.
They could have had her defended with somebody from NXT or something. You know how Becky Lynch was doing the shit. Damn.
Wasted opportunity. So much wasted opportunity.
I mean, it's telling a bigger story, but it's putting everybody else on the back burner.
But that's my whole point. I mean, let's be honest. I don't care how you set it up. You could have set it up multiple ways where Liv still wins, though. It don't really matter to me. All I'm saying is defend that damn title. Okay, you fended it against Vega. That's 1. Okay, that's a pass through. Okay, you fended against who else ever. I don't care how you go. You fended against Laura Valkyria. Okay, fine. You facing a person that was once a champion in NXT. You're putting that title against her. Boom. Get it going. Boom. Build your stock. Next thing you know, you're gonna face. Okay, let's put you against Io Sky for a little bit. Another little stock. Okay, boom again. You can't make this shit up for me. This shit becomes paperweight. This shit's lame. This is why I said waste. Complete utter waste. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. WWE's about to make me say, man, I probably guess I'm wrong about them throwing away freaking Becky. Because at this point, shit me. At least Becky probably throw away the title a couple of times by now.
To get over damage, using the title to get over damage control.
The women's title went to Rhea for storyline purposes. They are using the title to get over damage. So are you trying to sit here and saying that Io Sky is going to win the title over Rhea Ripley? I'm going to tell you right now, the moment Rhea gets that back, I don't see Rhea losing in no time soon.
I wouldn't be surprised if Io win that motherfucker, though. No, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to be surprised. I'm just saying, like...
Oh shit, yeah, man. You could have... I ain't...
Because you know you didn't pin the link, so you gotta re-drop it.
I never pinned the chat. I never pinned it to the top of the chat. Hell yeah. What's up, Jen? Freaking Pinch. Jen freaking Pinch. Hey, and y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. You know what I'm saying? Push the goddamn button. You heard
Push
me?
the button. Come on, push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button. Yeah.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
Y'all heard what she said, man. Y'all hit the like button, man. Push the goddamn like button. You know what I'm saying? But
I ain't gonna lie. You know, when you did that, I'm like, damn, that's actually a good one.
yeah, man. I was working on that earlier. I got some more shit in works, man. Trying to get me some good little clips I can use.
Oh, I'm
So-
already thinking about some clips already. But I gotta go fetch them out though.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you gotta go in, search, edit, all that good shit. So you want edit that shit where you can't get copyrighted, you know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, man. This goddamn wrestling, man. This shit right here been pretty good, man. I did check in with AEW, but I only checked in because Mariah turned on Timeless Storm. Now, when I heard she turned on Timeless Storm, I had to see what was going on. It was like, oh, she beat Nightingale to challenge Tony for the title, and she turned on Tony. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I seen some photos. And I'm like, why she all bloody and shit? So let me go look up the goddamn clip. So I get the clip, I watch Maria beat Nightingale, and then just smash Tony Storm the fuck up. Like, damn. What's up?
Hey, what's up?
TV, what it do.
Hey, what up, fellas?
What it
Great
is.
conversation, man. Great conversation. What I was saying, you know,
Right.
I can't type as well as I can explain it. What I was saying
Right.
was, you're not wrong. You're absolutely right. And they have been wasting the women that they called up because they have been wasting the title. They've been using the females' titles, the women's titles on both brands to extend storylines. If you think back, the only reason why Io Sky got the title was to get damage control over. The only reason why Rhea got the title was to build up Judgment Day. You know what I mean? When you gave Judgment Day, when you gave when you gave Dom the North American, then you give Damien and Finn the tag team to make that fraction seem stronger. You give them all of the titles. They did the same blueprint with Bloodline. Bloodline had all of the titles, and that just makes them so that's where their conflict of interest is coming in at. Because they're using the titles
I can
to
see
get
that.
over storylines and to build fractions, not necessarily for the title, not necessarily to create a lineage for the title. They're using them titles for other, you know what I mean, intangibles for storyline purposes. And I think that's where they're going wrong at, because they bring a girl up from NXT, and then before you know it, she's lumped in the tag team. Or you know what I mean? Like right now, they got the Lila Valkyrie girl. She's the one call up that got some action. She's getting action, but even her action is slowing up. I was watching just now, and I see she came out with a tag team today. So it's like, why call her up?
So okay, so let me address that part. So as far as you saying they're using the titles as just integrations to storylines, I mean that's with everything though. But now if you're talking about as far as to boost storylines, well, here's my thing to it, right? Let's look at one thing. Let's look at the new Bloodline, aka what I like to call them the Bloodline Mafia, because they're in suits now. They ain't just saying in normal wear or Simone wear. They're in suits. Let's look at one thing. They're the one thing that's in SmackDown right now, as far as for the men's side that are popping. Guess what? Not one title on them.
Yeah, because
Now, granted,
you gotta remember, that's because they're a spinoff. We already saw them build. Like they said, we're in
I get
seventh
that
inning
part.
with them.
Right, I get that part, but even when you come back and say, okay, well, beforehand when it was in Roman's position, they didn't even had all the titles. They had just the collective of the the WWE title, World Heavyweight title in the mix of that combination, because technically the Gold and Black title was technically both the World Heavyweight and WWE title at that time. People tend to forget that, but it was literally that the same thing.
But that's not
And
necessarily
then of course,
true. If you remember
and
in
then
the
he had
very
also
beginning,
Universal.
remember in the very beginning, he sent Jay and Jimmy on over to get those SmackDown tag team titles, and he had the titles. So they had all the
Right.
titles.
They got the
Before
tag titles.
Judgment Day. Matter of fact, look how they treating the tag team titles and the women's title, because they did that exact same thing to Judgment Day. They after the Usos hoarded the both tag team titles for both brands. Then they went and gave it to Judgment Day, and they didn't have to do that. Then on top of giving it to Judgment Day, then we have this last the ladder match where they could have let Judgment Day win one of the titles and let another tag team win it. They let two new tag teams win it only to throw it back on Judgment Day to show to tell a story, to show Liv. Now, because the story they want to tell is Liv is going to replace Rhea. So you gotta have the tag team get put back on Judgment Day to show that story of Liv helping them get, you know what I mean? So it's like
No, that part I can hear you on that part, but here's my thing. So let me put it back again, because when you saying that the titles are the main thing of the stories, because let's be honest, like even if they had to go collect the titles and all that, bloodline, everything else. But let's be honest, was the bloodline really that built because of the simple fact of they got all the titles, or was it really that built is because the way Roman Reigns took it and run with it? Cause let's be honest, for me personally, the way I look at the bloodline story, I look at the bloodline story as it was Roman Reigns switching that gear, switching his whole feel, switching his aura, switching everything, and taking that and saying, man, I'm stumping all of y'all and I'm just gonna keep it going. Since everyone's against me, I'm gonna make sure I stand up for myself and go back to back. But the thing is, the tag titles, it's just an add-on. Yes, does it add to the lineage? Yes, because definitely there was a moment in time where Roman was talking about the lineage of the tag titles in the Uso, like in the Samoan dynasty, all that. Yeah, he mentioned that in the part. And they even showed a moment where that was even it was even relevant in a sense because of the fact of how pissed off he was at the Uso brothers for losing it. But let's remember one thing: if the titles were that important, which technically it wasn't to the bloodline, then why they didn't fight back to back for Solo for keeping the North American title?
Because they needed that North American title to tell the Judgment Day story, and we saying,
but that's the problem. But hold on, but see, that's the problem, though.
It is the problem. Hold on. But we agree. We are agreeing. We are saying the same thing. I'm saying I'm calling out what it is. I'm calling out what you're calling out. They cannot use the title. The title makes a great match. You put the title on the line. You put the title on somebody so that they can produce great matches, and the title is its own story. When you use the title to tell a story, you wasting the title and the character. That's all I'm saying. And their booking have them wasting titles, title shots, title matches, and characters and call-ups. That's all I'm saying, because they have been bugging out. They've been like you said, that North American title should have been put on Solo to make Bloodline strong. But you already got both undisputed titles on Roman, both undisputed titles on the Usos. They're strong. That's the strongest you need them. So now we'll take the North American title, put that over there in Judgment Day, and let's filter over the titles to Judgment Day so we can make Judgment Day just as strong as we made the Bloodline. But that's it's weak booking, but that's what WWE choose, and they got themselves into a bind right now.
Mm.
You see that though, right? That North American title should have been on Solo.
I'll tell you this. No, I agree, because it should have been on Solo. But the thing is, I'll also agree with what you're saying, because yes, there was a point when they did let it go of the North American title, and then what's the name? Homeboy that's on LWO right now.
Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee. Eventually, that became a story where okay, Dominic is facing Dragon Lee, which is also in cohesion with his father. It's like okay, you add that to the flair in the mix. It's like okay, well you know what that's a little thing right there. So it's like all right, yeah, I get it, right? You sell Damian Priest tag titles, you sell Rhea with the world title, you sell Dominic with the NXT North American for a moment.
Mm.
Yeah, they're on the up and up. They're on the up and up. Everyone got something.
Yeah, you got the briefcase. Remember, Damien had the briefcase at the time, so they all was rocking. They all was viable, and that's what gave us our eye. Then we started looking over there at that what they got going on over there, because it's pretty much they was running Raw, and the Judgment Day ran Raw, and Bloodline ran SmackDown. So and remember I said this last time I was on your show, how it's the same. They use the same template. It's the same, give or take different characters, but it's the same thing. They use the same thing.
Right.
No, I mean, look, I'm not saying you're wrong because when you look at it across the board for most certain teams and slash factions, it's pretty much have been the same way across the board. Evolution is a predominant example because when you look at Evolution, they had all the titles, right? World Heavyweight, Tag Team, Intercontinental. It was across the board. So.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Now my thing with the NXT. Now I see what they doing. If you notice, ever since them Mae Young Classics, NXT went to like the feminist wrestling section. That's like where they gonna make sure they good with the feminist little groups, because NXT got way more women than they got men, and they way more heavy on the women. Now NXT need to stop calling up these people. I'm a proponent for, let's just buy TNA, make TNA the new NXT, and let's make NXT, since we're going on TV now, let's just make NXT our third official brand so we can stop the bullshit. That's another thing. The draft, it sucks. Let's stop with the stupid draft, yo. Let's stop with the stupid. If we're gonna run the draft like the NCAA, if we're gonna pretend to be the NBA, let's do it the right way. Let's not do the draft the way we're doing it, where the same rosters still exist. You call two people from NXT up, they get, you know what I mean? They get disguised in the roster. Let's just do it to where it goes from NXT TNA developmental to the main roster, but you only need 10. Let's just do it 10. And then if you want to do trades, let's have a trade deadline to where the brands can trade with one another. But let's stop calling it a draft. Because
Right.
that's messing everything up, bro. It's not a draft.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
That's what I
because pretty
said.
much,
Detroit.
because let's be honest, because if anyone don't, because let's be honest, let's say hypothetically you don't get picked, you're pretty much right back in the same roster you were on anyways.
Right.
Exactly.
Because that's what it really is. Because honestly, that's all they're really doing is just really trading. That's all they're really doing.
Yep.
Right. So they should make the draft more of a graduation ceremony, where you remember how they had the NXT alums for this year's draft, how they had them in NXT sitting down there, and then we was on the main show and they will call a name from NXT, and then they'll be like, oh, like how they did Mello and the girl. Same way. All we need is 5. You know what I mean? 3 to Raw, 2 to SmackDown. That's the draft. You know what I mean? And then boom. And then work your magic, how you gonna do your magic like that. Because honestly, guys, I'm doing the research, and this little draft thing is a way for them to release these people. If you notice, after every draft comes some cuts.
Yeah.
And I have been going over interviews where they blowing it up. They saying it like it is. Like they'll draft you to the main roster, and then next thing you know, you released.
True, because the one person that didn't get drafted that was supposed to be quote unquote drafted was Dijak, because they said Dijak was supposed to be on the main roster, but then he got cut.
Exactly. And what you guys feel? How do you guys feel about the Damn, I lost my train of thought. Time. Never mind. Oh man. Dijak. Damn, what was you just talking about?
Yeah, we're just talking about the trades and the drafts and
Yeah, they definitely got to fix that though. That's miserable though. That draft, the way they run the draft is miserable. And then it's like
right.
it's no like they're missing out on opportunity. Like Survivor Series should always be the winner. The winning brand gets the draft pick. You know what I mean? Just because
Now
Raw
that's what it
has,
was back in the day, because that's technically what it was.
yeah,
But
they
I
should do it
remember
like
that,
that,
like
bro.
Survivor Series is like, if you win in Survivor Series, you would technically, like, it was something like that back in the days where they had it like that. Like, if you win Survivor Series, or no, actually, it wasn't even just Survivor Series. It was just like it was just how it was before. The winning brand gets a pick. You get one or you get two, depending on how the severity of the match. So the severity of the match will give you a one pick, or they'll give you 2 picks based on the severity. And I'm like, yeah, that's what they should have did. Now they just like, oh no, we're just gonna call out names and we're just gonna pull a strategy, and then we'll pull a rabbit out of our hats, and then this is how it goes. And everyone else that didn't get picked, well, you're staying on the same roster you was already on, which honestly is very stupid because it don't matter.
Yeah. But I really think they got all of the girls. Stop calling these females up the way y'all been calling them up, and just work with them down there. Y'all got 2 titles to the one show for the women, so they could keep them girls down there. You know what I mean, and just run it how they run it. Cause you know what I mean, no need to even play like, oh, y'all gonna come on. They got way too many girls down there. Parker, Lashes, Lash Legend, the fucking NXT North American champion is dope. So they got it. They just got it. Don't worry about the main roster. Don't worry about the main roster. And we gotta stop hot shot booking, guys. We we us fans be making it bad for the bookers. Cause as soon as like if we see somebody, let's put the title on them. And then before the title could even get on them, we be ready to get it off of them. Like, bro, we only got but so many pay-per-views a year.
No, but that's not.
If we
There's a
keep
reason why
switching,
that's the case.
if we
There's a
switch
reason
the,
why.
yeah, if we switch the title, if we hot shot the title every time, like it's people calling for Cody to lose already, bro.
Of
They
course they
calling.
are. Hello, they keep calling for Roman. We want Roman. We want Roman. Of course they're calling out for Cody, because guess what? It's not the same. It's not the same. Cody going for the title is way more better than Cody having it. I'm sorry, but the thing is, but why? But why? It's real simple, because the talent pool of what you had there is absolutely diabolically ass. And because there's not, like, dog, you go look at the whole SmackDown roster, there's not a lot of heels for Cody to go against. Cody may as well start doing favors.
That's facts. That's fact.
Like, literally, he may as well just start doing favors. Why you think freaking Damian Priest did a favor for Seth Rollins and said, hey, no, screw this. I money is me and you. Yes or no? You have to start doing favors. It's sad.
True. True.
That's why Damian Priest, I mean, his title reign has been a little bit more better, because he was still a heel, and then you starting to turn the tables and start to hit the switch. So there's enough of a little, wiggle pull with him.
Yo, the funny thing is, guys, the minute CM Punk music hit, and we learned Cody was going after Roman, we knew that this was gonna happen, yo. We knew this was gonna be the WWE World Title picture. We knew, yo, somehow everybody like, yo, Seth, what was the names? Seth, Drew, CM Punk. Now Damian, we didn't even think to throw Damian name in the hat, but
I did, because he had the Money in the Bank briefcase at that point. Hey, look, it was the perfect moment. If they didn't cash in right then and there, it was like it was ruined at that point.
That's probably where I was thrown off at, because I hated the fact that man had the briefcase. I hated the fact that he had the briefcase. That briefcase belonged to Dominique, bro. That briefcase should have been to Dominique last year, man. I always say that. So I didn't even respect Damian's. I didn't even respect it. Like, so I didn't even think. I just knew he was gonna be the failed cash, and I thought his time was gonna lapse. I thought he was gonna be the first person where his time lapsed. You Which I'm waiting to see that. Like, when are they gonna do that? Just let a person lapse again, have the timer, had a clock timer where he got to the end of this Monday Night Raw and it's over.
Damn.
Know what I mean? We need to see that. Or we need to see cash in, cash in. Like, I'm gonna use my briefcase to enter the next year's Money in the Bank, and I'm gonna keep running it up. I'm gonna have this shit 3 years in a row.
Damn, that'll be greedy than a motherfucker. That's greedy.
It is. So it's opportunistic like a mother. You get a chance. You get 3 years to survey the landscape and see which the weakest champion I can cash in on.
No, I don't agree with Dominic Mysterio winning the Money in the Bank. That was a no-no. That would have been hell no. I don't agree with that. I mean, if he does, the only reason I agree with it is if he cashes in on the on the NXT World Champion. That's the only way I agree with it.
No.
Other than that, no.
Only reason why I picked Dominique, because he was the ultimate heel. Like, he fit out of every heel in that joint last year, that Money in the Briefcase match last year. Dominique was better than every single heel as far as for the briefcase. He was
I get that, but the thing is,
he was over as in heat. He had the heat. Do you give him that briefcase?
I get all of that, but the problem is, the reason why I said not giving him the briefcase is, you may have enough of the heat in the quote-unquote aura popularity of being the heel, but the thing is, you do not have the wrestling standpoint to deal with the higher competition that goes for the world title. You don't have it.
Just because you win the briefcase, right, don't mean you got to cash in and win the cash in. That's the thing. Like, just because you win the briefcase don't mean you the next champion. No. You won the Money in the Bank briefcase. You won a 6-man free-for-all. That don't mean you automatically, like, you know what I mean? And they need to make it. They need to have some failed cash-ins to show people that it's not a guarantee. Like, but then if they do that, then it'll take away the prestige of them talking about this Money in the Bank, and it's guaranteed cash. It's not a guaranteed cash in.
I mean, look, has it been shown to not be guaranteed? I mean, we've seen that with faces that has been guaranteed. John Cena is number one of them all.
Yep.
He tells you he's going to cash in, when he's going to cash in, and he's going to cash in straight just like that. And it's like, okay, he cashes in and it failed. Not because of him, it failed because of other circumstances last time I checked, but
yeah, and that's why I feel.
It's pick and choose. Now, granted, do I sit here and believe that even with Dominique, it was going to be a failed notion? My thing is, we all know how this works. If you're a heel, you're going to use this at the right proper time. You're going to bang them up, hit them with the briefcase, wound them pretty bad, depending on how the match was. You're going to pretty much do enough work to get that 1, 2, 3 count. The only difference is the cash-in worth it long term? Like, let's be honest. When you look at the severities of cash, like, for instance, perfect example, Edge. I think every single time Edge has ever touched the Money in the Bank, he has cashed in and won. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And guess what? Every single time he has cashed in and won, he has had a high class level of success with that briefcase and cashing in and winning the world title. My thing is, right now with Damian Priest, so far, his cash-in from start to finish has been a full success. For instance, now to your point that you were saying earlier, just because you get the title doesn't mean that you ultimately win. For instance, Liv Morgan had the briefcase cashed in, but guess what? Her cash-in has been ultimately a drag of mediocre work. Ever since she cashed in on the first time, got it off of Ronda Rousey and won it, mediocre. It was not a success. Even if she won, it was not a success. That shit was just ugh.
Right.
And that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when Dominic wins.
But you see how, hold on real quick, before we get back to Dominic, you see how that too tied into a hot shot booking. They only took the title off of Ronda because Ronda was being disgruntled and Ronda did not want to stay. She wanted to leave. Remember, Ronda never wanted to drop the title to Liv. Ronda wanted to drop that title to Lacey Evans. But Lacey Evans she wanted to go have a baby. You know what I mean? And they told her, go ahead, go have a baby. And then they put the title on Liv. So again, that's them using the woman's title for story. Instead of using a woman's title to create a champion and to create a character, they're using a woman's title for the story. Like, again, Liv shouldn't
I
have
mean,
had
was
that
it using
title.
the title for the story? Or was it using the briefcase for the story?
Well, the
Story.
title, the whole
Because
thing, the title
reality,
ties
no,
into the
because
briefcase.
well, you're saying the
'Cause-
story, but my thing is, but that's my whole point. You're still using the briefcase to sell the story because the briefcase is the story first and foremost. The title is just the title at that point because the briefcase at that point is more bigger than the title first and foremost. It's the after effect after. That's what I'm saying. When we're because remember we're talking about the significance of the briefcase, the Money in the Bank briefcase, and that's what I'm saying. Speaking on the significance of it, you can cash in and win, and it still looks terrible. That's my whole point with Dom. With Dom, if you were to give him the briefcase, he can cash in, and he can guaranteed do the ultimate thing. He can win the title faster than Eddie Guerrero, faster than Rey Mysterio, both put together, and have the youngest, probably one of the youngest cash in the world. But the thing is, his title reign would be mediocre as hell because he don't hold long enough. And if he does, it's only because he takes them L's and screws over the matches.
But then think about it. That's what the whole briefcase was for. The briefcase is not for a dominant heel. The briefcase, that's why a dominant heel winning the briefcase looks crazy. The briefcase is for a squeamy, a little weak heel who's the opportunistic. So that's what it's for.
Wait a minute. So are we saying that Edge is a weak heel? That's opportun? Well, because let's be honest. I know Edge is definitely an opportunistic, but he wasn't a weak heel.
But he wasn't the strongest heel. The strongest heel at his time was Triple H, Randy Orton.
Well,
Heels like
course,
that.
well,
Edge was
that
not up
is
there
true.
with that.
Yes. Will I sit here and say that is true? Yes, because let's be honest. I do remember a time when Edge and Triple H had a little moment of doing a primo. Triple H shunned Edge to the point like you can only win the title when it's convenient for you, but you never main event. That's true. That is a fact.
Exactly.
But the problem is, I wouldn't say that he is. Okay, look, is he in the middle bracket? Yes. But is he in the higher middle bracket or in the lower middle bracket?
It won't matter. He's in the middle bracket. He's in the.
No. Don't wait. Don't say it don't matter because guess what? Dolph Ziggler also won Money in the Bank, and I look at him as a lower bracket. That's why I say that. Because let's not forget that. Because we can say the same thing about him. He's an opportunist, mid-level guy that won the Money in the Bank and cashed it and won it. But at the end of the damn day, when you look at it, did he have a little good success on that run? Yes. But at the end of the day, when you look at his whole entirety of his wrestling career, you only had it that one time. Again, good run. You had a good run. You had the Money in the Bank. You had a good run, and you made it successful for that one time. Yes. But you just couldn't sell further because, of course, WWE could have sold you at that time whatever possibilities of whatever storyline telling and everything else, and whoever was more popular at that point in time, whatever you want to sell it as. I don't care. But it just don't seem the same way. That's what I'm saying. Because with Edge, I'll say this. Edge may never be the same as a Triple H. He may never be the same as Randy Orton. He may never be the same as John Cena in the same visual sense of top tier level echelons. But I'll tell you this though, the moment you give him the opportunity to sell and win, boy, he is clicking and firing on all cylinders. That is a fact. And that's my whole point.
Edge?
Yes.
Yeah, but that Edge is not. He's not the top heel. He was never the top heel, and you don't want your top heel to get the Money in the Bank briefcase. You don't want that. You save that. If you want, if anything, if you want to give your top heel some dominance, let him win the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is for the faces and dominant heels. The Money in the Bank will always be for the screamiest, squirmiest heel, bro. And it's always gonna be like that, bro. It's always gonna be that, and it's constructed like that because of how they have to cash in. You have to, if you smart, you're gonna wait till somebody is beat down. You didn't do the beat down, and you're gonna come in and pick the bones. And that's just what it is. And you don't give that to a dominant heel. I mean, you don't give that. You wouldn't give Money in the Bank to Gunther. Gunther is a heel, and he's a dominant heel, and he don't need Money in the Bank. You know what I mean? He didn't need it. He didn't need it. You can give.
Of course he did.
Now,
but guess what? But how did?
Yeah,
But okay, go ahead.
I think King of the Ring is gonna be now for the dominant heels. The dominant heels gonna win King of the Ring. The weak heels will win Money in the Bank, and the faces will win the Royal Rumble.
Are we supposed to? So wait a minute. So pause. So if that's the case, then so you're considering Drew a weak heel?
No, they wasted Drew. They played. Remember, again, when I'm considering Drew a company man. And again, like they wasting titles. Like they wasted the titles.
Come on, man.
It's true. We know Drew not a weak heel. We know he's not a weak heel, but
that's the point, though.
Is he the
man? They
main heel on the
they
show?
put that whole story.
He's not
up,
the
man.
main heel though. Drew Mack is still not the main heel on his show.
Really? And who is?
Judgment Day. Judgment Day. And then you got Gunther. You got Judgment Day.
No, they're not.
Top villain. Then you got Gunther.
See, technically, we can't sit here and say Judgment Day is the biggest heels because, again, when you look at Judgment Day right now, that is co-op. Because they're already changing Damian Priest to being a face. Rhea's about to be a face. And then the remaining. And right now, last time I checked, Finn Balor, the way they booking him, he's a mid-tier guy. He's a higher echelon mid-tier guy. So that's just
at the time of the Money in the Bank this year, Drew Mack was a crybaby heel. That's not a dominant heel. That's a crybaby. That's a whiner. He was a Dolph Ziggler type heel. Bro, he was it should have been me.
No, you should have been here earlier. I actually compared him to Christian, actually. I compared him to Christian.
Jericho.
Yeah, Jerry. Like
no, more so Christian.
He's not a. I'm not saying he's not a dominant. He's not a dominant heel, but his character, the role that he's playing right now, he's being a coward little crybaby. He's being a little crybaby. He's fucking himself over, and he's getting mad and blaming everybody else. So he's not the dominant heel that we want to like. We don't want to. I mean, so him having the Money in the Bank this year was a good idea. They shouldn't have executed it like that, but we can all get why he got the Money in the Bank this year. Now, why would they waste it? Is retarded.
Yeah,
why would you give it? Why would you give the money in the right? Like, look, listen to this. Listen to booking, guys. This is how you got a book. You got Gunther already in a match with Drew Mack. I mean, with Damian.
Priest.
Gunther can't win that. Y'all do know that Gunther's not winning the title, right?
I said that.
Gunther is not. Gunther might win the match by DQ, count out. He's not winning the title. You cannot take the title off of Damian after he just botched this whole show, and you cannot take the title off him. Why do you think they got it? I'm watching right now. They got him fighting Braun Strowman, trying to get that back. They trying to get this man name back. They're gonna have him beat Braun Strowman, I guess.
So let me see here. I'm gonna make sure I get this all withered up here real quick. Because trust me, when I say when I make this sense, I'm gonna make sure I call it. So let me see here, because I want to make sure I make all the callings right. So you said the Royal Rumble is mostly for high-end faces and high-end heels, correct?
Yes.
Really? Okay. So so interesting, because last time I checked, when I'm looking back at this, guess what? You said Edge is a mid-tier, and guess what? He won.
But listen. I don't want to get into a pissing match about Edge. Edge might be your favorite character.
No. Wait a minute.
He got to go back in history. You got to go back in history.
I'm calling out those that you would consider the mid-tiers. Because let's be honest, Cody won twice and failed one of them, and succeeded the other one. Brock Lesnar won the one before that. He's dominant. We already know that. I mean, technically, he don't really need to win it, but it don't even matter. He's above that anyways. Edge won that before that. Drew won that before that. Seth Rollins won that before that. Braun Strowman's Shinsuke Nakamura, I mean, I can keep going. And let's be honest, right now,
But what
when
is
you
your
look
point,
at
though? But what point are you
what
trying
my
to prove,
point
though?
is this: you're saying that the Royal Rumble is only for the high ends. But let's be honest, what has Shinsuke done? Again,
But
another
Shinsuke was
mid
high
tier.
end, though. Are you playing
No,
when
at
Shinsuke
that
won that
time,
Royal
at
Rumble?
that time,
Shinsuke was the
At that time, he
NXT
was the-
champion.
No,
Shinsuke was the
Shinsuke was
NXT
hot at
champion. When
that
he won
time.
that Royal Rumble,
he was
he
high
went to.
at that one time. But guess what?
But
High
no,
at that
no, no,
one
no, no,
time.
no. Go ahead.
Because think about what I'm saying. You're saying at that point in time, but this
That's
is
what
my
we're
whole
talking
point.
about. It cannot be hindsight.
So you're trying to
2020.
tell
We can
me
only talk
that
about
not
that
one point in time that none of these other guys were that hot. Oh, you guys.
What are you talking? Shinsuke was not hot. Shinsuke wasn't the hottest thing smoking. We talking about the
Again,
same year.
no,
We talking about the
you're
same year. Asuka
again,
came up undefeated
I
and
know
lost
what
to
you're
Charlotte.
saying. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But this is my whole point when I was making my stance about other people. This is what I'm saying. There's a different tier of everybody. All I'm saying is don't sit here and tell me that certain people are not high up there just because of certain people's names, just because they don't have it. Because let's be honest, there's multiple times Edge
you
had.
agreed
But wait
to
a
that.
minute.
You agreed that
Again,
Edge
but
is
that's
not
my whole.
was. But you agreed.
Okay, yes,
You
did I
agreed.
admit-
Hold on.
Oh, Lord,
Did
have
you
mercy.
not
Hold
agree
up.
that Edge was not ever a bigger heel, a over heel than Triple H, who's on his brand, on his shows?
I
Did
just
you
said
not?
that earlier. I did
He
say
was
that.
not.
I did
Edge
say
was
that. Yes,
not a
he
bigger
was not
heel.
in those diabolical type of storylines like most others were. In most cases, he on if anything ever in his career, there's probably like one moment in his time that Edge had a diabolical moment.
All right,
his career.
so then
But
that don't
again-
make so then he's not a dominant heel. He's a worm. He's a weasel.
But see,
heel.
look what the words you're using though. He's a worm. He's a weasel. You're saying that he's a low tier guy. No, and that's my
I'm
whole
not
point.
saying that.
Nah,
I'm not
he
saying
just
Oh
that.
my
All
goodness!
right, so
Look
let
at
me
the
use a
words
better
you're
word.
using
Let me use
though.
a better word. Let me use better
Yeah,
word.
Edge
He's a
was the
sneaky
grimy.
heel.
He was the
Edge is
grimy
a
character.
grimy, sneaky heel. He's a sneaky heel, bro. Like Austin Theory, like the sneaky heels, bro. He's not a stand-up-ish heel like Gunther. You know what I mean? He's not. Edge was never
And
that.
I know
Edge
that.
was never
And that's
stand
common
up.
sense.
Edge was never stand up, bro. He was never a stand-up heel. He was never a I'm that man. Like, I'm that dude. I'll fight. Stay in the back. You guys stay in the back. He was never that. And that's all I said. I like Edge. I mean, I'm not attacking Edge. I'm not attacking. I'm just
I
telling
understand
the
what
truth.
you. No, I understand that, but I'm saying based upon how you were saying words, that's why I'm trying to say there's a reason. I'm not. That's what I'm trying to sit here and saying. Was he upper middle or was he lower middle? That's what I'm trying to get at. That's why I was trying to sit here and say yes. He wasn't up there like that. He wasn't echelons, but he was up there.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to say. Let's break the brackets down.
I will never pull Edge down. Edge was up there. Me personally, I like Edge because out of all those other people who were propped in their position, Edge crawled. He scratched and scraped and clawed. That's why he makes the money. He's a perfect heel, like opportunistic. But that still does not negate the fact that Shinsuke, when he won the Royal Rumble, he was the hottest face, and we all wanted to see him fight. We wanted to see him fight AJ. Everybody wanted to see him fight AJ. AJ was the champion at the time. So Shinsuke won, the face won, and went on to fight AJ. Cody won, went on to fight who was popping at the time, Roman. So it's the Royal Rumble is for the face. It's for the face. You know what I mean? It's dead ass for the face. And if a bad guy do win, then it's a dominant bad guy, like Lesnar. Drew Mack won. But when Drew Mack won, he was a face. He was a dominant, he was a face. Everybody wanted to see him win.
Yeah, but see, and that's my whole point. But my other point was to that is that most of the people that's on this list, not almost everybody was that dominant, and especially whatever time frame they won it.
But it's the face. But I bet you they were the face. But they were face.
I'm not saying certain people. I'm saying when you look at everybody, because your claim was everyone that wins Royal Rumble, they're neither a dominant face or they're a dominant heel. But not everyone that won the Royal Rumble was a dominant face or heel.
Which one?
That's what I'm letting you know.
Which two people?
I just named like a couple people earlier.
But no,
Like,
you named Shinsuke, and he was dominant. He was a dominant
no,
face.
I know that. Okay, yeah, I know that part. I was naming that earlier for a different notion. But I'm saying,
but you also named Drew Mack as a winner of the Royal Rumble, who was a dominant face. When Drew won, he was a dominant face.
This is why.
Yeah,
this is why, that's why I asked that question earlier about Drew. How do you feel about Drew? Because that's why I asked. Because again, this is what I'm
Drew
saying.
back then, when Drew won the Royal Rumble, he was face. Drew now is a heel. Now, right now, Drew is a crybaby heel. When he won the Royal Rumble, he was not Drew Mack right now. He was Drew. Hey, we all cheering him. We want him to win. What? They don't. The characters don't even stay the same. Like you can't judge a bad guy.
No. That's not. That wasn't the slight point. Well, okay, from that perspective, yeah. Okay, fine. I'll switch off of that.
I mean, that's like saying Brock Lesnar as a good guy.
That angle's
that's
not
like
fixing
saying,
my part.
But that's like saying Lumberjack Brock. That's like
that's
like holding Lumberjack Brock to Brock Lesnar's the other Brock. Once the character change, their accolades as that character stops. Now we got to build up this new character. Lumberjack Brock and UFC Brock is two different characters.
Yeah, their faces are different. Yeah. So, hold on. Let me see. Wait, they skipped one? What the hell? Okay. Let's see here. Wow. Let me see. Other than Edge, what else is there? Let's pick and choose. I mean, I could name one more, but then I don't really remember his time frame, so I'm not gonna even name it. So I'm just gonna let it be.
But what's it? Because like I said, it's a good, healthy debate, man. Healthy debate. We learning shit. I'm learning this shit. But who?
No, because I ain't gonna lie. Because other than Edge, I could name one other person, but the problem is I don't really remember it because at that time of that year, I gotta remember I can't remember how dominant he had within that year. So I don't want to say his name and then it's actually a wrong take because I do remember Chris Benoit had a big moment, but I don't know how decent his year was when 04 was in.
Yeah,
so I don't know how they perceived him.
Remember, Chris Benoit was over. He was over. Him and Eddie Guerrero. That was the whole him and Eddie Guerrero year, and then he went on to win. All right. So
because that's why I try to make sure to remember. Because I don't want to say his name.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'll be paying attention. I've been noticing this. The Royal Rumbles go to the face. I'm watching how they book.
Well, not all of them are faces, but yeah. I guess in timing.
Not all, but of course, they're not gonna make all, but the majority, the very majority.
It's like because mostly anybody that won the Royal Rumble has been either a high-end profile, like it's the guy that they were sold on the most at the highest point.
Or the new guy to the company. Normally, I want to say it's the new face to the company, but I ain't gonna hold myself on that. We being too technical today.
No, actually, no, you could a little bit because Alberto Del Rio, if you remember the timeline that he came, 2011, he won the Royal Rumble.
But that's the asterisk for me, because that's just sneaky heel. He shouldn't have won that. Remember, he did that slick shit. He hit outside the ring. He hit outside the ring. He let everybody eliminated, and then he came in.
Okay, so I do got another one.
It's always going to be one asterisk. It's always going. It's in every sport. And everything is going to be that one asterisk. I remember that. Now, he shouldn't have won that. He had no business winning that. It was him or Santino Marello.
The next one after that, Sheamus, but I believe Sheamus owned his. I believe he owned his for sure because he was on that tip. He was on that tip for sure.
Yeah. And he was a bad guy. Sheamus was a dominant bad guy. Remember, he beat John Cena. And he put him through the table. He won the world title by beating John Cena in a tables match.
So drop that off. And as far as Money in the Bank goes, let me see what's there.
Ain't too many good guys won that, and when they did win, it was whack. How much?
Oh no. Most anybody that was a face, no one generally on a face tip won that, and one did on some good stuff. Actually, well,
Rob Van Dam.
You could say Rob Van. Yeah, that's probably the one, but that was because of warfare. But he still won that.
Right, that's the asterisk right there. They always gonna run to the Rob Van Dam. But aside from that, which we did a deal with ECW for ratings. Aside from that, you ain't really gonna find too many good guys except for Cena, and now he's a dummy. He's a dummy for that. But yeah,
True. Let's see. Wait a minute. Okay, I don't remember how Daniel Bryan segment is. Cause let me see. Cause
oh yeah, you know Daniel had to win. Daniel
RVD.
had to win.
Okay, so yeah, RVD was the only one at that time. Mr. Kennedy was the only one at that time. I think he failed on that one because he didn't win no World Heavyweight title. Or did he?
Hell no, he ain't never win.
Defeating I take it after the stills page. But no, actually, wait a minute. Okay, catch the results. Yeah, he lost it. Yeah, he lost it because he lost his briefcase to Edge on an episode of Raw. And then so Edge that night won it. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, yeah, so they took his opportunity away, even though he won.
Yeah, because he had beef with Randy Orton and John Cena in the backstage there, so they had already had.
Yeah, you know they punish you for that shit.
Yeah, they already had the fix in. Kennedy accidentally dropped Orton the wrong way, and Orton went to the back and complained. Cena already didn't like him, so they jumped. They got on him, and Vince fired them, bro. So Kennedy was done.
See. Okay, yeah, that was just a pro bono. Let me see. Jack Swagger. Let me see. What the hell is this?
Dominant. That boy Jack Swag was dominant that year.
Man, they watered him down too.
They played themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, but see, he's the one in that experience though. I mean, it's better. I'll say Jack Swagger's money cash in was better than Dolph Ziggler's run. But yeah,
I got to get the dough. But yeah, but
no, he's saying run. He said his run, not the cash in, not the cash in. He's saying the run. His run.
I'm talking about the cash in with the run. Yeah, no, the cash in with the run.
Then you bugging. Jack Swagger was better. You bugging then. You bugging. Nah.
No.
Ziggler's cash in was it.
No. Cause wait a minute. Cause let me tell you why I say this. Remember, Jack Swagger was by itself. Dolph Ziggler actually had Big E at that time. Let's remember that part.
And AJ Lee, so it don't matter.
Okay.
His was crazy.
Hey, look,
his was crazy.
Him winning the title was good. I'm not saying both of them were bad, bro. What I'm saying is when you look at like from the upstart and then how the Mystique was going, I look at Jax as way more better.
Yeah, Jack Swagger is better too. He is better. He a better character.
Because his run was a little had a good one when he had it. Okay, year Kane also had it too. Let me see. Kane cashed it in the same night, defeating Rey Mysterio for the world title, following against Swagger. Interesting. And Kane ain't no slouch either, but Kane's like upper mid tier. He has his spots in his moments. The Miz had that one, and Miz is another sneaky mofo.
He's made for Money in the Bank. He's made for Money in the Bank. Now him and Edge is the same. Him and Edge the same heel. You gonna say Edge better? You gonna say Edge a better heel than Miz?
Yes, way much more better. No, don't even dare.
Get out of here.
The Miz is right in the middle of the pack.
Miz
I'm sorry,
Miz is the better entertainer.
Yeah, he's the better entertainer, but that's the thing. He gets the better entertaining part. But
overall,
as far as opportunity, like when you talk about opportunity, no,
that's
I think that the Edge, bro. Let's not do that.
That's how he got his name.
Yo, I'm a Miz fan. I'm a Miz fan. Only I'm biased with the Miz only because I know Miz. I know him. You know what I mean? Remember the guy that I was telling you about, the producer for Ron? For that's Miz was on Real World. My producer, Maestro, Music and Maestro. Y'all could go look him up, yo. He did all types of beats for Rough Riders and all types of shit, man. Dang. But yeah, he's our Truth's producer. So, you know what I mean? I be talking with him and shit. Got pictures and all that shit with him and stuff. So like I said, I could get something for y'all, yo. Right now, you know what I mean, he's in North Carolina. Our Truth, that is. But,
right.
I'm gonna try to get something with y'all. I'm gonna try to get something set up with y'all.
All right, so real quick.
Where's my number? Where I put my number at? I need y'all. I'm gonna put my number in the back chat for y'all.
Yeah, put in a private chat. Yeah, I snatch it up.
Hold up. I'm trying to see this now.
Everybody.
Hold on. When Daniel Bryan
had
won, he was a face at the time, right? In 2011.
Yeah, that's
3 hour
Yesomania,
mark.
bro. That's the Yesomania movement. Remember?
Yeah, that's
okay. Because he won the briefcase in 2011. He cashed it in on the Big Show to win the world title.
Sorry. No. He was a heel, and he was a sneaky heel. He was a sneaky heel. Remember? Because that was the one. That was the kiss. Remember? That was the year that.
That's what I was asking, because I had to make sure.
Sheamus beat the nigga in mad quick seconds because he kissed AJ Lee and then he turned around into a bro kick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay.
He was a bad guy.
That's why I was trying to remember that. I was trying to remember that. That's why I was like, wait, was he a face at that time? Okay, that's why I'm trying to remember that. And then they said that year, said 2011. Now Alberto was a face. I think he was a face at this. No, they changed him into a face probably. Because he won this off of CM Punk after CM Punk versus John Cena match, and Kevin Nash was also in part of that speculation of an attack. So he won that off of the brick. So he got that free.
Del Rito, yeah, he was a heel. He was a sneaky heel. He had Ricardo.
Right, of course. This is the Dolph Ziggler year, and then Dolph Ziggler came in. Okay, yeah. Alberto was Alberto was the heel at that time, and then Alberto was damagedly injured because at that point, this is where Dolph Ziggler came in and he scored a nice easy win because Del Rio was injured like a mug. I think he couldn't stand up, I believe. Yeah, because his leg was jacked up. So Dolph Ziggler took an easy one right there. Yeah, this when John Cena cashed in, he fucked up that one because of a DQ. Okay, right. So he lost his because of a DQ. So that's what I remember. Okay. And Damien Sandow, he lost that shit. He didn't get a chance to cash in, did he? Wait.
No, yeah, he did. He does.
Oh yeah, he did. He just lost.
Yeah, he lost.
Yeah, he lost, motherfucker.
The worst one was that Jinder Mahal shit. Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin should have won his. Baron Corbin, that he got the worst cash in because he really should have won his.
Okay, so the only top heel that I have right now that won and cashed in was Randy Orton.
Right.
That was 2013.
Right. And the
other than that, then you can no, because also the next year after that was Seth Rollins when he came to the main roster. We all remember that year, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 31. That was the next one.
All right, so they either face. Wait, the Money in the Bank cash-in, sorry. Money in the Bank cash-in was weak heels, sneaky heels. Like I said, sneaky heels.
So wait, at that point in time, you say Seth Rollins was a sneaky heel? He wasn't high up at the time?
Nah, remember, that was the time when, Seth Rollins was feuding with Randy Orton, the good guy Randy Orton, bro. Seth Rollins was just sneaky.
No. Technically, he was in the. No, remember when Seth Rollins got the Money in the Bank? That was around the time when he portrayed the Shield and joined with Triple H. In the old game.
That was way after he portrayed the Shield. It was after he portrayed the Shield.
But he got the Money in the Bank at that point, yeah.
Yeah, but he was a sneaky heel. He wasn't.
So you wouldn't call him. Well, okay. All right, we'll leave it there.
Yeah, like what you would think you would call that Seth Rollins a dominant heel? I'm just saying.
I wouldn't say he was a dominant heel, but I wouldn't call him sneaky either. Because remember, this guy came in the middle between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns match. He didn't wait until they were done. He came right in the picture. Let's remember that part. He came in right in the picture.
Yeah, he put up a fight before he won.
And then let's remember, after he cashed in, he also eventually won the United States. So you got to think about it. In that run, when he cashed in, that he actually had a decent moment.
But he was a weak, sneaky heel. That was when he got J&J security, and he had all that dumb shit with him.
J&J security, I know all that part. Don't get me wrong on that end, but
he wasn't Gunther in it. He wasn't Gunther in it, bro. He wasn't Gunther.
Of course he wasn't Gunther. He wasn't Gunther in it, but
he wasn't Roman. He wasn't Roman in it, like how Roman is
whoa. Don't you get me started with the whole Roman thing.
That's dominant heel. Dominant heel to me.
So Roman is a dominant heel.
Yes, this past Roman. this past Roman was a dominant heel. Towards the
He was
No.
end,
still
towards
here.
the end, it was,
No.
but he was dominant, bro.
No.
Couldn't beat him.
He was
Couldn't
he was
beat
more
him.
If you told
he
me
started off
Roman,
he started off dominant.
if you told me Roman Reigns at the start when he smashed the Fiend and he smashed Braun Strowman, yes. If you told me when he
Because I gotta be
demolished
technical.
Jey
I gotta be
Uso,
technical. So I'm gonna be
yes.
I'm gonna be technical. I'm gonna be spot on technical. The Roman from start till the triple threat match with Daniel Bryan and and Edge, that's a dominant heel to me. That's dominant Roman, and that's a dominant heel. That's a Gunter like heel to me. Like when I say
So
dominant
what were all
heel,
those matches though? What were all those matches? Because now you have to break down the technicals. Because I'll tell you right now, because boys,
I said
triple threat match.
from
Even with
start
triple threat,
from start
okay.
from start to that triple threat match with Daniel Bryan and Edge. You talking about break down all those matches for Roman?
Yeah. Like show me
Go
all the
ahead.
matches because we
Go
got
ahead.
Fiend,
Go ahead.
we got Fiend, and we got the Bray Wyatt when he came in, signed the contract, and smashed them both. Okay, yeah, that's dominant. Okay, we got the Jey Uso part dominant, even though he took a real easy competition at that point, but still dominant for how they set it up. What else after that? Well, he did it again, so that's another one. Okay, what else?
I told you from the start till
No,
the triple
keep
threat match.
going. Like list them all out. That's what I'm trying to get you at. List them all out because I'm trying to remember all those matches.
I don't gotta remember all of the matches. If you want to list them, you can list them. So far, I'm good though. So far, everything you opened your mouth with and said is what I said it was. So you can list them if you want, but up from the start till that triple threat match, he was dominant. That's a dominant heel to me. That's what I mean by a dominant heel. Like, you know what I mean? It's not about wins. It's about how you win. You can win,
and that's
but
not
how you
dominant.
win.
Because okay, so you're trying to tell me Roman Reigns' title reign and being dominant is equal to Gunther's title reign and being dominant? And hell no.
I'm telling you from Roman. I'm gonna recant. My first statement was wild. What I'm saying is Roman from the tribal tree from 0 till the triple threat match with Daniel Bryan and Edge is what I call a dominant heel. That is a Gunter. Roman Reigns did a Gunter-like heel. Gunter joint lasted his duration. Now the Roman's joint stopped, but I call that a dominant heel. How you win your match. You know what I mean? Is that's what I call a dominant heel. Edge was never that. And I'm sorry, bro. I get it. Edge was just never that. He's dope. Edge is fun. He's fire. But he just never
We ain't
was
talking
that.
about Edge right now. We ain't talking about Edge
because
at this
Edge
point.
got you upset, man. I know.
No.
Come on now.
The way you
Edge,
no. The way you was describing Edge was what it got me turned up because of what I told you. I said he was upper mid, and I said Dolph was mid low.
All right,
You
but
said no, they're all in the same box.
Can we agree to disagree? My version of your version of upper mid is slime is my wording for it may be off to you, but upper mid is upper mid. Edge was never top mid. He was never top tier.
So okay, pause. So watch this. Let me put this definition into play. So if you take away Triple H, you take away Randy Orton, you take away any top heel that you would consider top heel, and then you say, let's take away all these factors in. Edge is not a top heel.
Yeah, because you took away all the factors.
That's my whole point.
If we take away all the good guys,
he's a top mid-tier guy. That's my whole point.
No, but that's like you asking me, let's take away all the good guys and then let's pick Jey Uso. Is Jey Uso not a top good guy? Of course he will be a top good guy if you take away all the good guys. If we take away Cody, if we take away CM Punk, yeah, Jey Uso will be right there. Yeah.
No, it's not the same though. It's not the same though.
You know what I mean?
Well, from your standpoint of what you're saying from Jay, no, that wouldn't be the same. Reason why is because he hasn't even touched brass with the same guys though. My thing is with Edge, at least he's been world champion. That's what I'm saying.
True. That's true. I'm
But
not
that's
taking
my whole
nothing
point.
away from Edge. I'm not taking nothing away from Edge.
No, I know that. I'm not saying you is. I'm just saying the comparison, like that wouldn't be the same.
I like his sneaky heel. Him and the Miz is the same heel to me, and that's just that. Him and the Miz is the same exact heel. They're the same exact heel.
Is this in order?
They are.
Okay, this is in order. Okay, so let me keep going down the stretch.
Edge is not AJ Styles type heel. Edge is not that.
Let me
bro.
see. Where are we at here? No. Okay, let's keep going down. Wait, is this? Go back. Are they doing this in different timeline? Oh, they are doing this in different timelines. Oh, son of a bitch. I hate this shit so much.
Yeah, I hit the like button on the way in.
Push the button. Come on, push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button. Yeah.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
Broad.
Hit the goddamn like button.
Single. Who else? Okay, that was simple. Okay. Daniel Bryan was not easy.
Are you looking at a list right now? Are you gonna go find one anomaly on the list?
There's not one anomaly though. There's literally not one anomaly, bro. The man had help with certain people, like literally.
All right, cool. So we understand that. At least we could agree that the Royal Rumble is mainly for the good guys, and the Money in the Bank is for the hills. I'm not even gonna give it I'm not the hill. I'm gonna just say the hills.
I mean, not all the heels, because Dean Ambrose wasn't a heel though. Remember when he cashed in, he was the only face. He was the only honorable face that cashed in on Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
He was the only decent, good heel. I mean, decent, good face that cashed in and actually succeeded. But the only difference is he didn't play like everybody else. He cashed in on an opportunity, which this is the only good thing about his cash in, because it's not like everybody else's trash cash in. So he was the only solid face that actually had the pull and had the better cash in that actually succeeded it.
But Rob Van Dam though, unless you leave.
Okay, well, and then there you go. That's two. Okay, there you go.
I mean, that shit right there, that was dope though. That's that scene of if Cena win, we riot. That was crazy.
Oh, that was crazy time right
there.
there.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
If Cena win, we riot. They was fed with Cena. They was tired of Cena.
Well, I remember doing videos on that.
And here's another one. Big E. Big E was another one. One of those high-end faces that got the Money in the Bank and cashed in on Bobby Lashley.
Big E, yeah.
Yeah, Big E. Yeah, he was the most recent one to do it.
So that's three.
Out of how many?
Out of that's a lot, because that goes all the way back to that go back to 05. That go back to 05.
So
some of them were one, others were two.
Majority be heels.
Yeah, majority of them were heels at the time, yeah. But only a few, like literally, like three at least, was only faces. Only a few of them were neither they won it and then they gave it to somebody else, because of course they worked that up, because I guess there wasn't enough pull, because we all remember Otis winning it, but Otis eventually lose it to the Miz because all that crap.
Wait. So wait a minute. Otis didn't get a chance to cash in?
No. Hell no. He lost the briefcase.
Otis got with the he's the second Kennedy.
Person. He's the second person. Yeah.
The second Mr. Kennedy. Okay. See, I learned that. I didn't even know that today. I didn't know that Edge Mr. Kennedy in the head. Like
but Otis, Otis didn't do nothing wrong. They just he wasn't getting enough pull.
Yeah, because Vince.
That's the whole point of doing something wrong.
Remember that was the no fan shit. That was the last. Matter of fact, that was the last time that little building been up. That building got destroyed after that match. But yeah, that was that shit. That was that Thunderdome. That Thunderdome Money in the Bank.
Yeah. And now if you want to talk about your top end players, well, your top end players was Brock Lesnar. They let him win the Money in the Bank and cash that in. Which he did.
I'm gonna chalk that up to whoever booked this Drew Max shit is the same person that booked that dumb shit right there. Like, you don't got it.
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't like seeing Brock with the briefcase was like, okay, y'all going way left field on that one.
Right.
Because look at this. This is the other competitors, right? It was Ali, it was Andrade, it was Braun Corbin, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, Randy Orton, and Ricochet.
Guys, remember that was the one Mustafa Ali was supposed to win.
Supposed to win. Yeah.
That was the one.
They're right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
That
2019.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That got backstory to it. That one got backstory to it, boy. That caused the fall.
Ali called hell after that shit.
Okay, so real quick, hold on, wait. Now I'm trying to see this. Wait a minute. Actually, the women due to the then. Okay, so funny enough, Asuka was the only one that never cashed in her woman's Money in the Bank briefcase, but that was because, as you know, at that point, Becky gave news that she was pregnant. So at that point, I think she had relinquished it, and I think Asuka won that title fair and square in qualifiers. So yeah.
Yeah, remember when Vince presented Asuka the briefcase, he also had Becky was there announcing she was pregnant, and inside the briefcase, Becky had the title. So not only did she win the Money in the Bank, she actually, because she won the Money in the Bank, got awarded.
It was just a clear swap. So yeah. So she never had to cash it in. It was just clear swap. Let's see here. Bailey cashed in, but I think Bailey was a heel at that time. So okay, right. And Braun's won. And Braun attempt to win the United States, the Universal at Hell in Cell, but the match was ruled a no contest. Yeah, because it was interfered. Okay, so Braun Strowman is another one that didn't win either. He got it, but he didn't win it because of interference. So that was another terrible cash in. But nonetheless, he didn't need it anyways because he eventually got the title eventually. So
yeah, that's another dumb one right there. That's a chalk it up right there. Like, because he's what I call a dominant heel because of his size. So why the fuck would you give him the Money in the Bank? Why would you give him the Money in the Bank? Like, why would a dude that big need to be sneaky? Need to, like, bro, you could take whatever you want.
Yeah, but I think the way they were pushing Braun at this point, he wasn't even that much of a heel. He was just the big dude. He was just the big dude. Or the big dude
He always a big dude that just around.
Yeah, because he was just like, you can just get these hands and just get out of my way. He pretty much Strowman was like the Hulk. Braun Strowman was literally like the Hulk on a rampage. He didn't give a fuck
after his Roman feud.
He was just gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, that was a good run. I like that gimmick right there. That was it. He should have kept that.
Yeah, it was over after that. Like, he ain't been shit since the Roman feud. Yep.
Oh no, but of course not, because he's been injured. So it's like, well, we can't market you now because you slowed down.
Always injured.
Oh yeah, because with his dexterity and size, I mean, yeah, because it's connected to his health. So his dexterity and size is connected to his health.
He's still trying to run around bulldozer motherfuckers. Got injured tonight.
But yeah, but that's part of his MO.
Wait, he got injured tonight? I'm watching. I'm trying to.
Oh no, he didn't get injured tonight. No,
he didn't get injured, but he played off the injury on his leg.
Oh yeah. I know, because I know they had to give him they had to give the champion a win because he looking crazy out here.
They had to loosen Braun Strowman up a little bit, with the leg. Injured himself. He took himself out.
Okay. All right, so he still looks strong, and Damian get a much needed win because that boy need a win. He need as many wins as possible. We don't believe that, even though it's sad, y'all. But really, y'all, Gunther not gonna win, man. I want him to win. I want him to be the champion so bad, but Gunther not gonna win because that's not where the feud is at. You gotta follow the title. Follow the title, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Who Gunther gonna feud with if he win? Who is his next feud with? Who gonna make the money? Who gonna sell the paper? Who gonna sell the next pay-per-view versus Gunther?
Oh, what you mean? If Gunther wins, you can still sit here and say follow the title because let's be honest here. The thing is, okay, if he wins the title, right, and then the next pay-per-view after that will be Bad Blood. Okay, you can still be like Gunther versus Damian Priest in a rematch. From that part, if you include what's going on in the Judgment Day already, and whether that down, that can be a whole that you just mix in that part of the story. Now, as far as if Gunther keeps on the title, at that point, you pretty much gonna just keep doing the same thing because he talks about prestige, but let's just be real. At this point, he's gonna be doing the same thing. He's gonna be chopping up and eating up his own words because he's gonna be sitting around limboing his title around a little bit longer. But I think the only part that he may or may not even get it is because depending on like certain factors. Because, like for instance, as we already know, I guess he has an issue with his visa. So if he has issue with his visa, then there's a possibility that he may not be the champion because last time I checked, WWE Bash in Berlin, that's in Germany. So if he's something got wrong with his visa, he ain't gonna be there. So yeah, you can basically say, yeah, he ain't gonna win the title because Bash in that Bash, that's like a couple of moments, like a couple of months later from now.
Facts.
Right, yeah.
So
I ain't even
it's
think
a
of
pick
that.
and choose.
I didn't
So,
even think of that. That's a good one right there. Sheesh. You.
but my thing is, I mean, cause like again, I don't know if they fixed the visa thing yet. I don't know because they work these things in multiple ways. But my only thing is the way I'm looking at it right now, because of the whole situation in the title picture, it's really just a pick and choose.
Who
I
do
mean,
he fight? Who do he fight? Who's his next opponent after?
You can say the same thing about Damian Priest. If he wins and beats Gunther, who does he fight?
Easy. He fight Drew Mack. He fights Seth Rollins.
They in a feud with CM Punk. Shit.
Right. And he got CM Punk. He got
Only
CM
person
Punk.
they got in Finn Balor.
Right. Huh?
Finn Balor.
No, okay, well, see, that's my whole point. I mean, he can definitely move on to Finn Balor. He can definitely move on to Seth Rollins. It don't really matter which one of the two he goes to. He can go either which way for either one. Because he did say Seth Rollins he does want a rematch because he wanted to be one-on-one anyway. So he definitely will give him a rematch. Yeah. But let's be real. We want to talk about Gunther. Let's remember about Gunther because at the time when Seth had the title, Gunther was preparing for him if he was winning the Royal Rumble. So you can even set that as well. It really don't matter.
It does matter because you already planted these seeds. So unless you fit in the drop,
but guess what? Gunther also planted a seed with Seth, so you can even set it the same way with Seth Rollins, the same way. The thing is, it's all dependable on what CM Punk is if he's cleared. If he's cleared, which more likely they're saying that, but more likely he probably is by now. When and if he is officially cleared, air quotes, right? They're gonna eventually set the story and they're gonna set it straight. They're gonna be like, okay, yeah, he's gonna say sorry, blah blah blah, and of course it's gonna be Drew versus CM Punk. Now, granted, if he's not quote unquote cleared, then yeah, then you can make a midway and say, for the shits and giggles, this is gonna be good enough. Drew versus Seth Rollins, whatever, however you want to swing it. But there's still enough ways around the board that you can swing this around. If you want to give it to Gunther, because we can even say it the same way. Let's say hypothetically Drew wins and CM Punk still ain't cleared. Last time I checked, Drew has never beat Gunther. Let's remember that. You can set that up same way. If you got such a feel, you got such a roar, you got such an energy. All right, let's see how much you stand up against this guy, a guy you never beat.
But then you see where
that. Laugh at that man.
So then, what do you do with them other feuds that's already brewing? You just drop those feuds. You just drop them.
Which one? Wait. Which feud?
Drew. If you saying now let's know if CM Punk is healthy.
Right.
Now you drop the CM Punk. You drop the CM Punk and Drew feud to have Drew feud with Gunther. Cause
no. Wait. I never said nothing about dropping. No. If you remember, when I say Gunther facing Drew, that's only implying that CM Punk is not cleared. If he is cleared, then that's different.
All right, but that's what I'm saying. Let's go off of him being clear.
Then all right, if he's cleared, then let's let this be known. that feud is going to keep on going till Bad Blood because that is just a perfect name for their rivalry. So it ain't going to be done.
All right. So then let's take both of them off the table.
Okay.
So we take Drew and CM Punk off the table. Now, who do you have? If Gunther win, you gotta find a way to have him feud with Seth, because there's really no seeds planted there. That's no seed. You gotta have them intertwined with each other now. You know what I mean? You
But
know
they
what I'm
have
saying?
intertwined. They have intertwined with each other though. You just gotta go look back before WrestleMania kicked in. I mean, before Royal Rumble kicked in, because they did. Because literally, he literally said, "I respect you." Because when he still had the IC title at the time, he said, "I respect you." But know this: when I win the Royal Rumble and I cash in my moment to be at the WrestleMania to face you, I will collect on that world title. And he said that. Now, granted, if you want to sit here and say, "Well, how do they spin it now?" Based on the severity of all these stories, if he were to win, how do you spin it off to now he gets his own title defenses and get some challenging people to do the work? Well, that's real simple. Because again, like I said, you can flip this two ways. It can be you can flip this where, but let's be honest. Let's say, okay, hold on, let me go look it up. Let me go look up the pay-per-views. Because granted, I'll sit here and say there is, when you look at the stories and you look at the pay-per-views, you can sit here and say there is no point of Gunther winning right now. You can literally honestly say that straight up. There's no point of Gunther winning right now because of how
what I did. I did that. I did what you did. I did what you're about to do already. That's why I made that statement. Like, Gunther is not gonna win. He's not.
let me
He's
see.
not. You can see it. He's not gonna win. It's just not gonna happen for him. And it's sad because he should. He should, because that's how it used to be. The IC title propels the next world's champion. But
right.
WWE all messed up.
So, like I said, okay, so SummerSlam's coming, right? They already passed Heat Wave already. So, all right, NXT will get Great American Bash. Then, of course, so technically there's the Bash in Berlin. That's the first one. So, okay, so wait a minute. So, pause. Let me reset that now. Now that I got a good clearance, because I know I needed to come back. So, let's say hypothetically, Gunther's visa is cleared.
Yeah, everything clear.
If he's cleared, then okay, you can probably set a moment, because I think this is gonna be the first time ever they do a Bash in Berlin, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and keep in mind they're only doing that to counteract what AEW doing.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, when you think about it, WWE has gotten a lot of major pop, throwing their investments of their pay-per-views in other places. That's why Crown Jewel is starting to become a major play in a big space over at over Dubai or wherever location usually in.
Saudi Arabia.
So now the Bash in Berlin, that's just another add-on, especially when you think about it too. These are where most of their wrestlers are coming from anyway. So it's like in those certain sectors. So it's like, okay, yeah, you're just giving more pop and more C's to the place. So
ain't that Germany, right? Ain't
yeah, Bash in Berlin in Germany.
From over there, so I don't get it. Like, right? Ain't he from over there? He shouldn't have no problem.
Hold up. Wait a minute, because I don't remember.
Gunther shouldn't have no problem.
I don't know.
He should have no visa.
Is he from Germany?
Yeah, right. Am I bugging?
Yeah,
no, he's from Austria. He's from Austria.
Australia. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They said that's something like his hometown, though.
Mm-hmm.
Know what
I
they were
remember when
saying.
they did the European, when he was the European champion.
Yeah, the UK champion.
Yeah.
So like I said, if everything's clear, let's say he wins. Okay, you go Bash in Berlin. I can see him face Seth Rollins. Because remember, his whole persona of what he speaks about is having prestige. And he looks at Damian Priest as not a guy that is worthy of the title. But he can definitely look at Seth Rollins and see him worthy of a man that had the title, defend the title, and defend it strong. So when you think about Gunther's head and you think to yourself, who would I rather defend this title against? Someone that's unworthy or someone that's worthy? He's going to defend it against Seth Rollins. I'll see that as a competitiveness, right? They put that as a competitive thriller. Now, if they were to right, that's what I'll say for Bash in Berlin, if anything. If he still has it by then, which more likely he will, because what's the point of giving him like one moment for the title, Bad Blood? Then you return that. If depending on how they set up Damian Priest, and God forbid, they try to set him up in some validity of some decency. Let's say they set him up where they do a rematch, and they do a rematch at Bad Blood. Eventually, they may be a point where, okay, you set the match is good, it stays clean, Gunther still wins, right? But that ultimately starts the true separation or the control of the Judgment Day, where somewhere around the lane, Finn does something to Damian Priest, and it just all the shits, right? And then of course from there you move on to Crown Jewels. Somewhere around that time frame, you set it up something. Now that's the thing I will say. Up until Crown Jewels, who do you set Gunther up with at that point, and even then Survivor Series? That's the middle of the road of that's up in the air. Especially when you look at Raw's roster, you just be like,
I ain't gonna hold you. You gave me a different perspective, bro. I knew I liked you, bro. I knew I loved y'all. Because I get a whole new different perspective now with that. Word.
That's literally up there, because at that point,
because I was looking at my biggest thing was the answer that question, like, who does he face? But that makes sense. It's a stretch, but it makes sense though. I can see
it's
that.
a stretch, but it's the closest thing he has right now based upon his roster.
Yep.
It's the closest thing. But that's where the stretch comes into play. That's why I'm like, because I ain't gonna lie, like once you reach Crown Jewel and Survivor Series, now that would be the stretch for me when it comes to Gunther, because who do you really give him at that point? You can't really give him no one else, because it's like all you have is Seth. Then after that, you have Damian Priest for a rematch at best of anything else. Other than that, everybody else that has a name is literally dealing with some small time feuds. I mean, you can't even build up Cross to be someone major, so that's pointless. I mean, literally. And then other than that, other people are neither injured or infused in stem cells. And if you mix them around the board, it's like, well, where do I go from here? And so other than that, it's like you pretty much just giving people toss away moments. It's like, okay, that's all you really do. You give away you just give away free moments. It's like, okay, Crown Jewel, freaky, I got no one to face. Let me just face Braun Strowman for whatever reasons. Like that, just throwaways. Like, okay, like that at that point. So it's like, yeah, I can see at this point, yeah, it becomes nothing. Damn. So yeah, again, so yeah, I can see he don't win it. I can see it. But if he does, there is some menu. The only thing is how far does it go? Because I would believe, because this is how far I see it. Seth with CM Punk, or even Drew with CM Punk, it doesn't go nowhere past Bad Blood. I think you cut it off of there at that point. Because now you got Crown Jewels, then you got Survivor Series, and then at best, if you choose to bring it back up, you bring it back up somewhere in Royal Rumble, and you probably bring it back up again in Elimination Chamber. And then it's like, okay, and then depending on whoever makes it the WrestleMania, and then it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's after Bad Blood. Yeah, that one of them will be out the picture, but two of them will still be beefing. So yeah,
I mean, that's like I said, it's just like within timings. Like that's why I'm like, because they will cut it for a moment, and then they'll spin it back again, like as they bring it up.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We'll wait for you. So yeah. So that's my main thing right there. So yeah, I can see Gunther like not having that moment, because I think because let's say this, right? If Survivor Series come, they might do something different. Like, as we know, they like to do bragging rights, right? And with bragging rights, they like to always do like roster versus roster, who got the better roster. So they may do Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. And if they do that, then it's like, okay, I can see Gunther leading Raw. And then, you know, Cody, if he's still champion at that time, leads SmackDown. And it's like, you run the course. But at Crown Jewels, like Crown Jewels, they may not give him no one in Crown Jewels. They may just say he's not competing in Crown Jewels at all. Even though you probably would want him to, because you more likely to get Cody Rhodes to be in there sooner or later. But you know, man, so it's like, all right. So it's like, you know, it's a pick and choose. But I do think, because it's neither they skip him or neither they put something together within Crown Jewels. They just have to. The Survivor Series, they can definitely skip by just saying Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. I can definitely see that.
They can do that this year. Definitely do that. Now, they haven't did that in a while either.
Yeah, so I can see that happening.
We're going to have to close this thing out, though, man. You know, I got to go to work. Yeah. That was a good conversation, man. Y'all had me cracking up. You new to the channel, man. Y'all know, hit that subscribe button. New to the channel. I'm telling you right now.
But I am telling you right now.
Hit that subscribe button. Yeah, y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way in. Appreciate everybody coming through. Good bread, man. We're about to get up off of this thing. Appreciate you coming through, man. For sure. Jen freaking Pinch. You know what I'm saying? Jen freaking Pinch. Man, I appreciate you coming through, man. I think that's our first time coming through this thing, man. Appreciate you coming through. And Good Bread, also known as Figure 4 TV. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, bro. Salute to you. Y'all go there, hit the subscribe button to his channel. He got some good things going. Also subscribe to Wiley World. You feel me? We out here. So we're about to hit y'all with the outro, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through. We'll catch y'all in the next main event. Peace. He was a normal man who heard voices in his head. He was a normal man who ran from his demons. He was a normal man that couldn't escape the darkness till one day he was left to die. He then will rise again. He then will embrace the voices. He slayed his demons and he conquered the darkness.